Kimbo greedy, bitch. But see, the game been good to me. Yeah. That's why they call me the 444 OG.
Ocala, Woodland City, BFG, them young niggas, all that's my second. I seen all them grow up. I've been over there since 2003.
From TYC to TDC, the real gangsters, they know me. I'm just reppin' this shit like the niggas that came before me. See, me and my nigga Corleone, we two of a kind. We been reppin' this grove since Stevie Wonder went blind. See, I'm a greedy grove nigga, it's in my DNA to grind. See, I'll take a whole brick and bust that whole bitch down to dime. Getting it out the mud, nigga, that's the only way I grind. I only put this dick on the bitch if she fine. But if the bitch ain't breaking bread, then the bitch ain't mine. I refuse to chase a bitch, cause I ain't got time. See, I'm a OG nigga.
Yeah, man, it's me. It's your guy. I'm ready to go, man. Sharonda, what happened? I'm ready to go, man. I got one more. I'm going to play the one more little intro, then I'm going to get to it, man.
Don't gangster, so watch how you treat me. Yeah, I'm the shit, bitch, 100% feces. Calling the police is the only way you peep me. Rapping for the streets, baby, cause the streets need me. Never turn my back, baby, cause the streets feed me. Been holding it down in the streets since I was a BG. Stunned ass niggas out here can't see me. I speak my mind like the late great Pimp C. I got to get the dough for show flow like Bun B. I'm good with the chop.
Yeah, man, that's enough, man. What's happening, Sharonda? Man, I'm over here. Y'all, I'm sitting up. I'm investigating this. I don't know why, man. I guess it's because of my era. You know, when I was coming up, when the whole Tupac shit, the whole drug shit, the Iran Contras, Ronald Reagan, the Jerry Heller, David Kenner, and all of that shit. I just started, you know, digging into it. I know a lot of people were saying that it was a lot of with the Rampart division in California back then. It was a lot of shit going on with the drugs and shit, right? And I kept on saying, damn, I'm on Keefe D book. I'm reading Keefe D book, right? And Chilling Face Blue Swim. And Keefe D was like, yeah, man, me and Suge got the same boss. Yeah, man, I'm back. But I remember Keefe D kept saying, yeah, man, Suge got the same boss and shit, right? Coach, that shit tripped me out, man. When I was looking into it, I kept saying, Harry O. I was like, damn, nah, this shit deeper than that, man. Let me play two motherfuckers that made me go deep. I'm gonna play a little bit of this because I don't know how they gonna act, man. I ain't overheard advice, so I'm just gonna play a little bit of.
I will tell you, Director Deutsch, as a former Los Angeles police narcotics detective, that the agency has dealt drugs throughout this country for a long time.
I'm gonna stop that right there, man. So I'm pretty sure a lot of us know that the CIA and Ireland was supposed to have been involved in the drug shit. I kept on digging like, bro, how deep does this fucking rabbit hole go, man? And while I was searching, a name came up to me other than Jerry Heller, Harry O. them. And the guy was saying, what was his name? Ronald Johnson. I put his name in it. Yeah, Patrick Johnson. And this was the dude who got caught up when Harry O got caught up or whatever. This was one of his partners. All these dudes fucked with Freeway Rick Ross. They was dealing with the Iran Contras, all that same shit, getting them kilos in. The same way Rick Ross through the Blandon dude and all this shit, right? So I'm sitting back and I'm watching all this shit. And I'm like, this shit trickles all the way down to Death Row being foreman. I'm gonna say a lot of record labels. Really, the whole drug thing flowing into California to LA and all this shit, right? So I'm sitting back, I'm like, damn. So if Rick Ross was fucking with the Contras and all this shit, how far did this shit go back? Like, damn, it go back with Eazy. That's why I got Eazy pitching there. I got Suge Knight pitching there. I got Keefe D. I got all them people pitching there. Tom Bradley, all them ghetto hood. Sharonda, watch this. Listen to this shit right quick. Sharonda, hold on. I want y'all to hear with my boy. Well, see, I be missing a lot of this shit, man. I be catching it a little late, right? So I'm listening to the little old spiel on. Make sure I get you at the right minute and go back to 4 minutes on this thing, man. I'm listening to what's the CIA Tupac? Let me make sure I'm in the right place. I'm gonna add to the excel drug. What? Damn. I lost my place, but man, I'm finna make a connection that I ran across on here, man. I want y'all to follow me, Sharonda, whoever in the chat with me, man. Y'all bear me right quick. I thought I had my shit on the spot, but I guess I had took it up off of there. How my shit ain't changing? Y'all bear me right quick. But I was watching this documentary, man. And I'm listening to Keefe D, speak about, he kept saying how he was a high roller. And I ain't gonna deny that. I do feel like, he was getting money like a motherfucker. We ain't gonna act like Keefe D wasn't. But this is what tripped me out about where they say he got his work from, man. I'm like, hold on. So where is Keefe D was talking about? He always talking about the 300 bricks, how he was getting all this work from the cartels and all of this shit. And I'm like, is this nigga really telling the truth? So I think if y'all remember, I had been saying, man, he was getting it straight from Harry O. I think I was bamboozled. I spoke too soon. I didn't know what I was talking about. It did have something to do with Harry O, but it was a little deeper than that. Let me play this shit right quick because I want y'all to understand. I ain't just saying no anything, man, for real. When I get to this 4-minute mark on this thing. Okay, here we go. Y'all rock with me right quick. Y'all know I don't be just saying no any motherfucking thing. Y'all know I make my shit make sense. Hold on, Sharonda. You say allegedly. We gonna say allegedly for now, but I want y'all to hear it from the horse's mouth, man. We can't just say allegedly when we got goddamn me. Hold on.
He had known Suge since they were kids, as they were both born and raised in Compton, California. But they both ended up taking different paths in life. Keefe got involved with gangs and street life very early on, when he was between the age of 12 and 13. He became a respected member of the Southside Crips, while Suge was a good kid that grew up in the area that was ruled by Bloods. He didn't really claim any particular gang at the time. The guys he football together.
Follow me right quick, Sharonda.
Went swimming, ate hot dogs and chips, spent time by the time he entered high school. From 1983 to 85, when Suge was between the age of 18 and 20, he attended and played football at El Camino College. In 1985, he transferred to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and played football there for 2 years.
I know y'all already know this. I'm just going through the particulars.
Yes. Vegas became his second home, and that's one of the reasons why he later ended up opening the 662 Club there, the place where Tupac was heading to the day he got shot. While Suge was studying at a university, Keefe D was already in the drug game. That's why Keefe D never really saw him as a street dude. didn't have that type of respect for him.
Yeah, I know how that is when a nigga ain't in the streets. Some street niggas be looking at him like they weak and shit. Y'all know how that shit go.
Suge went undrafted in the 1987 NFL draft, but was invited to the Los Angeles Rams training camp. He was then where he became part of the Mossad of the Piru Gang Alliance. He started dabbling into the music industry, and the people who grew up with him, which again were mostly Bloods, introduced him to gang and street life. He ended up hiring those people to work for him and his label. Keefe D, around that time, developed an interest in West Coast rap music. He was a friend of the Compton rap legend Eazy and started to go to all types of rap events and shows. In 1989, he even met Tupac at the Greek Theater, where Chuck D, Flavor Flav, and their crew Public Enemy performed along with Digital Underground. Tupac at the time was part of the Digital Underground crew, dancing on stage.
So hold on, man. You mean to tell me this nigga been knowing Tupac this long? Since 96, since back then? I don't know. This shit kind of throw me out.
Keefe D power-turned relationship between Suge Knight and Puffy Combs, who ended up taking advantage of.
Damn. It was at 410 when he got the damn shit.
Now,
Man,
how
God
did
damn
Puffy get involved? Puff's connection.
Man, I'm not trying to talk about no Puffy. Y'all get to the good part about
Baby Lane Anderson, who Tupac and various people associated with the music label Death Row, to which Tupac was signed to at the time, got into a fight with hours before the shooting. Tupac died from his wounds 6 days later at the University Medical Center on September 13th. In this video, we will not only analyze.
Hold on, man. I gotta find my part. I'm up here slipping. I don't even know nobody in the chat or nothing.
Suge tried to bully and intimidate him, forcing E to sign the paperwork to release Dr. Dre, the DOC, and Michelle from their country. They then led violence. Now, the reason why this is relevant for our story is because Eazy-E was a Compton Crip, a hero of Compton. Some Compton supported, protected, and defended Eazy-E. Even the.
I'm trying to find the part when he say about where Keefe D got the bricks from. Man, I don't know where the fuck. Well, I'll find the shit, but long story short, man, I'm trying to say, okay, the dude Patrick Johnson. Let me chunk my shit in the chat, man, in case one of y'all want to chop it up with me on this shit, man, because I'm finna do a bunch of reading too, man. I'm gonna read for y'all tonight. They lived in Compton. Okay, watch this, Sharon. This is where we at with it, man. Watch this. So when I heard the dude Patrick Johnson name, he got sentenced with Rick Ross and him and all that shit, right? So I was like, damn, was he part of that shit? And I know we say that the president, Ronald Reagan, all of them, we know they was down with the Iran Contras and the dudes, Blandon, who was bringing the dope over here for Rick Ross and them. We know that whole story, right? But I bet y'all, I ain't gonna say everybody have, some people probably have went as deep as I've went about the part where they always say the government probably created gangster rap. I don't know if y'all seen this shit, but the Dog Pound, they was having a discussion with Special Ed out the West Coast, out the East Coast, about gangster rap destroying this and that, such and such. Let's get deep, man. Let's talk about what gangster rap really did and why this shit was created, from Suge Knight to Eazy-E. Y'all know we say Eazy-E is like the godfather, one of the godfathers of gangster rap, right? Am I right or wrong? We say Eazy-E, NWA, and all of them, they brung that, I'm gonna call it that gangster shit. They brung all that shit, all that to the forefront, right? Okay. So let me get to the real reason why I'm here. I want somebody to follow me right here, man. I'm gonna have to do a little reading for y'all. I hope y'all can see this shit. Let me make sure y'all can see this, man. Because a lot of times it be older stuff that we probably we missed or whatever. It probably was old. We just ain't checked it out. Y'all, we don't remember. That's just like with the Ronald Reagan shit. I remember that shit with him and George Bush and them. But watch this. I'm finna trip y'all out, man. That's why I brought up my boy Eazy, the godfather of gangster rap. Let me make sure y'all can see that right. Because I don't want nobody to think I'm making no shit up. I'm lying in that. I'm thinking I make it bigger than that. And I got this motherfucking touchscreen laptop. Trip y'all out, man. That's why I brought up my boy Eazy. Let me make sure I can make this shit big enough. I want to make sure I get my point across, man. I want y'all to walk with me right quick. Walk with the kid, man. For real. You ready, Sharonda? I want you to walk with me right quick. Since you were saying you know about the homie Patrick, I'm finna show y'all the wild connection between all of this shit. Now I know we call my boy Eazy the godfather of gangster rap. We got that. Now let me go to this. It says it's been a year of crack news called Crack, the national scandal in October, LA Times carried by the Chief. So that's talking about the whole little crack era. We so-called blame NWA them for reporting or talking about the crack. Fuck the CIA. As we know, Ice Cube first group was called CIA. But right now we gonna stick with Eazy because he the most important one on her. We ain't gonna talk about y'all. Watch this. We ain't gonna get to you either. Okay, we're gonna get her. I hope y'all can follow me on this, man. This is Lucifer serving Dr. Paul Goebbels of the Third Reach. Now, if y'all know what the Third Reach is, that's my boy Hitler now. The Enlightenment of propaganda couldn't have written a better script to convince the world that black people are less than human. This is what Hitler said. This is a reliable and collaborated evidence of Goebbels who died in May 1944 in Hitler's bunker in Berlin. Now, y'all would wonder, like, damn, why would this article go from talking about Eazy and them, NWA, and then to the Nazi party? I want y'all to just pay attention. Hitler, Himmler, and Goebbels were top list of the most one on the top list of the Nazis' war criminals. They say the little evil genius Goebbels built the Nazi party propaganda. He was the one who made them think all of the National Socialism and Aryan supremacy, you know, all that kind of shit, right? So what? Let's fast forward with this. What they called the big lie. So watch this. Ronald Reagan, the CIA, and Colombian cocaine straight out of Compton, South Central. Now let me tell y'all why I put Eazy. I put Freeway Rick Ross. I put Blandon. Y'all see all the people that I got on the thumbnail on this video. Now, this is where I'm coming from. This is where I got a lot of the information from. When I learn shit, man, I like to share it with people. You hear me, Fritz Logan? Like when I pick up shit and I'm like, this is from my age, like with Ronald Reagan, nigga, I was a kid then. I remember a lot of this shit going on. But as I get older, like we got to learn how to connect the fucking dots, man. Like when shit be happening. Because if we connect these dots, we wouldn't even never have these crack problems and cocaine problems and drug problems and niggas catching drug cases and all this shit. If it wasn't for this shit right here, man, if it wasn't for them introducing this shit to us in this form and manner, man. Watch this, 1981, President Reagan organized this CIA military, a covert military action against the democratically elected Sandinista government in Nicaragua. The CIA, see, they was one of them, they was trying to fight Russia over there, bro. Russia was about to take over because the president had got assassinated over there. So the CIA and Reagan then was like, man, we got to get in this. We can't let them have that. Shit, we got to send some people in. So instead of sending some troops in, and that make me wonder, like, why y'all didn't, I guess it was some kind of rules or conventions why they couldn't send American soldiers in right then, but they decided to arm the Sandinistas over there. It say the CIA hired Nicaraguan Colonel Enrique Bromendez to mobilize an illegally mobilize an illegal insurgency. Bromendez founded the FDN. What that's the Fuerza Democrática Nicaraguense. It say the FDN was the largest, most well-armed and best trained of the Contras. To help fund the insurgency, the Contras turned to trafficking Colombian cocaine into the United States, man. So y'all follow me. We talking about the president of America, Sharon. Do you hear me, man? You hear me, Fritz? Whoever is in the chat, who else in the coach, y'all hear me, man? Watch this. Ronald Reagan, the president of America, and people be talking about what they think Trump will and won't do. Man, when you got them people on your side, you can do anything. But they started trafficking the cocaine to America. It said in August 1995, a San Jose Mercury news published by Gary Webb, a devastating revelation. Gary Webb is the dude who got the investigating the shit, and that's the nigga who found out about Rick Ross, y'all. It say the country fund the insurgency war against the Sandinistas. The government, by selling millions of dollars worth of Colombian cocaine, primarily target inner city blacks. That's how Rick Ross and all of them got the shit. George W. Bush, wasn't it? Big Bush. We ain't got to him yet. We're going to get to him yet. Watch this, bro. We're going to get to George W. Bush, the daddy, senior. We're going to get to him right quick. What's this name they just called him a few minutes ago? Remember this name right here, bro. Lucifer servants. Remember that. That's what they call them, Lucifer servants. Watch this. So let me get to I ain't going to skip this right quick because we need to hear this. It's in 95, the collaboration with the inner city. Okay, go back. It say the CIA allowed the Nicaraguan country to fund their insurgency war against the Sandinista government by selling $1 million of Colombian cocaine, primarily in inner city blacks. The collaborators with the inner city were the Crips and the Bloods, straight out of Compton and South Central, right? So watch this, man. Yes, sir. I remember the crack era program. I remember when Nancy Reagan was talking about just say no and all that shit. Anthony Clover, what's happening? William, I think he was a senator then, I think. Go there. Watch this though. So watch this. It say the CIA shielded the country's cocaine drug supplying like the Nicaraguan Oscar Blandon. Blandon is the nigga who Rick Ross never fucking with. But watch this, man. Blandon was a co-founder of the FDN, the same one who they say they was giving money to, the president and them. But watch this. It said the result of their bargain with Lucifer's servant, the Crips and the Bloods made millions, not only for themselves, but for the country's unlawfully insurgency war in Nicaragua. But the CIA and their twisted sister, watch this though. This is why this is important. But for the CIA and their twisted sister, the Israeli Mossad. Now I bet y'all saying, damn, where did Israel come up in this? Why did the Israeli Mossad come up in this? I'm going to help y'all out, brothers. Y'all got to remember. Go back to how these labels got founded. Who was the president of Death Row and who was the president of Ruthless Records with Eazy-E. That gives you Jerry Heller, and that gives you Jerry and damn, what's my boy name? The fake ass lawyer. Damn. Man, y'all know who I'm talking about. Eazy-E them lawyer, man. David Kenner. So watch this. They give you them too. So David Kenner, we're gonna skip over here. We're gonna do Jerry Heller first. So would it surprise y'all if they brung up something about the Israeli Mossad and I told y'all that David Kenner was Israeli or he was Jewish? So y'all know how people are always saying, man, you got to get in with the Jews. You got to get a Jewish lawyer. You got to get a Jewish this. You got to get you a Jew. If you're going to be on top of your game, you got to get you a Jewish person. If you're in the entertainment business, you got to get this. You got to get that. Come on, man. Bro, we've been bamboozled. David Kenner and Jerry Heller bamboozled all them niggas. Because watch this. Jerry Heller and David Kenner knew about the drugs. They knew what was going on. They was tied in with the CIA and all of this shit, man. Say, man, this shit kind of blew my mind a little bit because I hadn't made the full connection, man. They're saying they Twitter's sister, the Israeli Mossad. So watch this, man. They say the man behind Ruthless Records and Eazy-E with Jerry Heller, Michael Klein, and Heller was the co-founder of NWA and CEO of Ruthless Records, man. So watch this. Klein was the Ruthless Records director of business affairs. Heller was a teacher, man. This nigga Jerry Heller was a teacher at UCLA for the entertainment studies and performing arts. So he went to go find him some niggers that he felt like was talented. He fucking with the performing arts, so he went to rap. It's a reason why they chose rap, man. It's a Heller had been invited to the White House by two of the country's most notorious fascist Republican presidential administrators, Richard Milhouse Nixon and George H.W. Bush Sr. Hey, man, Fritz, rock with me, Fritz. I see you, goddamn me. I see you up on it like me, Fritz. Watch this. These niggas be steady trying to say shit like Suge did it. Keefe D or whatever they wanted. They always want to look at bro. Somebody like Jerry Heller could be right up under our nose. He could have been in that motherfucking hotel room shooting my boy Eazy up. How if Eazy D did get shot, I mean at the hospital. Let's say Eazy-E did get shot up with that shit. How we know he didn't do it? He had more to gain. If you ask me, shit, he had more to gain. But let me get back to it. It's a Heller and Klein were also deeply connected with the operatives of the agent provocateur counterintelligence group, the Jewish Defense League. The Jewish Defense League was founded by Rabbi Meir Kahan and Joseph Churba in the mid-1600s. The JDL is a notorious CIA cutout and a U.S. domestic arm of the Israeli intelligence service, the Mossad. So y'all realize the JDL, now listen, man, listen. So watch this, Sharonda. That's what we were just saying, man. You say, wait till you get to Mena, Arkansas. Hey, wait, watch this though. So Jerry Heller is the same shit we got going on right now. If y'all think I'm bullshitting, go take that word, this word right here on this number 15 right here. Just take this word right here and this M-A-S-S-A-D, Mossad. Take that word and put it in your YouTube search engine and see if a whole bunch of shit that's going on right now with that war in Israel don't pop up. Go see if they not talking about Hamas or the Hamas is over there jamming rap music and all this shit. Man, this is insane, bro. But watch this. It's say they were part of the fast. Oh, okay. Israeli intelligence service. This is Jerry Heller. It's a Khan and Churba were part of the fascist Betar, the youth movement of Vladimir Jabotinsky National Zionist Organization. Jabotinsky was an ardent fashionist and a national Zionist and founder of Israel right-wing Likud party. See, back in the days, if I would have read this shit, bro, and I didn't know what I know now, if I wasn't fully aware and I hadn't learned a lot of shit, man, back in the days in the 90s or something, or early 2000s, I would have read this shit and be like, bro, this is some stupid ass shit. Bro, who wrote this dumb ass shit? What do the Jews in Israel or the people, the Hitler and them Zionist movement, what do they have to do with rap? Or what the, bro, back then I would have said that shit, man. But why is this? The organization from the revisionist, let me say, the revisionist advocate the formation of the Jewish army in Palestine to force the Arab population to accept mass Jewish migration. So y'all see who these people are. Y'all see what's going on. The advocate Israel maintaining control of the positive Israel-Arab conflict. So these are the people with that, my boy Mussolini, Berto Mussolini. So watch this. So these are the people that Jerry Heller is tied in with, man. So y'all believe Jerry Heller didn't come with a hell of a plan when he came over there with Eazy and them? It's funny that these type of people who wouldn't have no problem with the black community dying, falling off, as we say. No, they didn't have no bones, they didn't have no heart, they didn't have no no remorse about what happened to our community. It's the best known graduate. These are the graduates. This is a bunch of the posts. Polish Jew is speaking about all of the people. Y'all can go look this up or rewind them, motherfucker. But this also leads. It say all of that shit right here. Let's go right here. It say the CIA in California residents, SS officers. So they had those people in California and the CIA. This all leads to the Iran-Contra crack connection, which alleged to have been a joint covert CIA Mossad operation. Michael Harari, a longtime agent of Israel Foreign Intelligence, the Mossad was a security advisor of the Panamanian Defense. Now let's go. Death Row and the Dark Allegiance. I know y'all probably heard about, Alliance. I hope y'all probably heard about this. So this is CIA, the crack connection. Why would y'all be showing me Suge Knight? You know what I'm saying? So let's go. It's saying Los Angeles, Mary Suge Knight is alleged to have been an agent provocateur. Hold on. Sharonda, are you listening? Anthony, are you listening, Anthony? Man, say. Barry said, you're right. Watch this, bro. Check me out. In Los Angeles, Marion Suge Knight is alleged, they say alleged now, allegedly, to have been an agent provocateur in a government program that was the largest Western SS Bolshevik, CIA, FBI, police intelligence collaboration against black activists in the 60s and the 70s, and described to the targeting of Geronimo Pratt and the Black Panthers. Y'all, all of this shit is going on, and like this, what Geronimo Pratt was like in Oakland then. It's all that little West Coast area. They say for whatever reason, Ruthless Records star and producer Andre Young wanted out his contract. And y'all remember Suge whispered something in his ear, and next thing they know, the nigga wanted out the contract. It say in 91, he developed a venture partnership with Suge Knight. It's answering that Heller and Klein called in the JDL instead of the law enforcement. Man, as y'all following me, man, y'all remember who I said that was the Jewish Defense League, right? So when Jerry Heller got into it with them people, I know y'all remember them. I don't think it was in the movie, but I know y'all probably know the story. And Jerry Heller called in his Jewish boys when they was trying to come take Dre from them. It say, hold on, so watch this. It say, man, this is crazy, bro. It say he developed a venture partnership. It is interesting that Heller and Klein called the JDL instead of the law enforcement authorities when they claimed to be under threat from Suge Knight and the Pyru Bloods when Dr. Dre wanted to leave Ruthless Records. The JDL were on the Ruthless payroll. So you mean to tell me this nigga, they got a Jewish organization of tough guys or Jewish muscle, or what you want to call it, they on the payroll of Ruthless Records, man. Let's make me understand this shit, man. The black LAPD patsies on Death Row Records payroll, left to right, Kevin Gaines, David Mack, and Rafael Perez. When they say patsy, that means they was easy to fool. That means they was over there, but they didn't really know what the fuck was going on. They was just patsies. It say, as it turns out, Suge had local law enforcement goons on the payroll. They wanted in on the lucrative money, spinnings, takings between illegal crack cocaine industry and the gangster rap. That was enough money for everybody. JDL and the massage agents, Suge Knight, LAPD goons, commendably sat down to agree to share the gangster rap, Ruthless, and Death Row profits. So I'm like, hold on. If this shit true, Suge, did you really have to sit down with these people? If he did have to sit down, we're going to say allegedly, but if it's true, we know he had to go through David Kenner. Suge Knight convert police goon. Man, facts, Fitz. Facts, 100% fact. Man, see, Anthony Glover, I had researched it like I knew some shit about it. But when I read this, man, this shit connected all the dots for me. And this shit is not new. This has been on here, bro. Okay, they talking about they supposed to have been responsible for Biggie murder or whatever. Let me see. It turned out Suge looking for him is going. Okay. It say the LA was a major site in the CIA Contra connection to the cocaine and crack in the 1980s. Both Eazy-E and Knight were involved in Crip blood crack cocaine ring at this time. See, I don't hear a whole lot about Suge being involved in the drug shit. But when I heard Keefe D saying, but we got the same boss, man, that shit, when in his book, when he said that shit, man, it made sense to me. The crack cocaine deliberately infiltrated into South Central LA, created millionaires, some of whom worked with authorities. CIA cocaine supplies, particularly everywhere Dark Alliance, Freeway, Ricky, Donald Ross. So I say 90, watch this. In 1991, Michael Harris, a convicted major Los Angeles drug cocaine dealer, helped fund Suge Knight and Dr. Dre's venture that produced Death Row Records. Death Row produced Suge and Stringly, woo. The album cover had images of, Death Row nearly 100 million album. He grossed 700 million. Harry said in the interview to Los Angeles Times that he cut the deal with Death Row founder Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, and attorney David Kenner from his prison cell. This is where it get good at, though. So watch this. Harry claimed to have financed the company because Knight had promised Dr. Dre would be a part of it. But this is the funny part. The dope. That's why I was trying to find the other part on the video earlier. The 300 bricks or whatever it was, allegedly. Patrick Johnson is the one who had the bricks after he got caught up. He's the one who said, give Keefe D them the work so they can go make the money. That's why Keefe D always talking about he was part of helping form all of this shit. See, it all makes sense to me. One of LA's 2 top crack cocaine dealers who came on the scene at the same time as Ross and reportedly ended up buying from him. So they say right here, Harry O. was getting their shit from Rick Ross and learning from him was Michael Harry O. Harris. They say Ross also allegedly they say Ross was also early investor in gangster rap. He carried around CDs and all this shit. So watch this. Now we can talk about my boy, David Kenner. See, we see the JDL, the Jewish Defense League, that man, I forgot the man's name that fast. Y'all know I be smoking, man. That Jerry Heller was a part of. So what if I told you this, man, that David Kenner was one of these guys, like George Bush now, with the Skull and Bone brothers. Yeah, man. It say Harris was represented by Death Row's attorney David Kenner. David Kenner of a coat of arms. I mean, a coat of Skull and Bones. I mean, fraternity Phi Delta Phi. Kenner convinced him to put the first $1 million into the start of Death Row. It said to control the lucrative purse strings and profits of gangster rap. Kenner as Heller and the JDL has done with Ruthless Records, made himself the president of Death Row and largely completely cut Harris out of his company. Are y'all paying attention, man? So this nigga done cut Harris out of his own company, man. It wasn't Suge now. So if Harry O was mad at Suge, or if, say, Suge didn't pay up as they saying at one time, I'll go get to that video if I need to. We're going to talk about all that shit with Keefe D and Suge, all they little beefs, everything that went on from when Dirt Rock was talking about somebody fucking somebody's wife. Man, Suge was a bad boy. Suge knocked Keefe D wife down. That nigga Suge was knocking everything down, man, for real. That nigga had Misa, Puffy wife, and Cali out there with him for about a month. Nigga taking pictures, got his son out there, everything, man. That shit crazy. But Suge was a bad boy, man. But let me get back to this shit, man. It say the Death Row. For the company, both held, controlled, looted, slammed, and secretly and laundered the record company's profits. So they was getting the money and fucking them off. You know what I'm saying? But that's because they knew about the drug shit. It's a death row in the chronic darker lines. Cocaine was a chest of future sweetener with the open and notorious collaboration and money from deals cut. Watch this. It say from deals cut with Sony, Interscope, and Time Warner. So now the shit then got bigger. Well, it got big as probably David Kent and all them wanted it to be. But David Kent and them is eating out for all this shit. They fucking Suge them because we got so much on y'all. All I gotta do, we can knock off Eazy. We can get David Kent. We can get Suge and Pac and them knocked off. And man, we own all of this shit. I don't know if y'all remember when they first got shot. One of the first things Suge was saying was he think his wife, Sharitha, had orchestrated the hit when him and Pac almost got killed. I ain't saying it's true, but thank you, Frisk. They divided everybody. They knew what they was doing. That's why they put them drugs and that money in the game, bro, to divide everybody. But it say in 2002, a federal grand jury investigated for racketeering with the street gangs, trafficking, money laundering, and violent acts. Kenner pleaded guilty to federal income tax evasion stemmed from the 4-year law enforcement probe at death row. He was slapped on the hand and given 3 years. So that should have let Suge and them know, nigga, it's about to go down. They done got Kenner. It's in 2005. 107 judgment was issued against death row, Suge Knight and Kenner and Harris Bunny, man. He say it included $60 million in punitive damage, $45 million in economic damages, and $2 million in non-economic damages. They say convicted drug ring leader Patrick Johnson of the Crips is alleged to have been another silent partner into death row. Federal court document disclosed that the drug ring based straight out of Compton established local networks for cocaine and PCP distribution in cities including Washington, San Diego, down and go all the way to Honolulu. But this is what I was saying. The Crip affiliation, this guy right here, Patrick Johnson, he rocked with Keefe D. So I was like, damn, this shit all makes sense to me now. He said Johnson, who grew up in the same Linwood. He grew in Linwood neighborhood of Suge Knight, also operated one of the larger PCP rings in the nation during the 1980s and launched millions of dollars in real estate and other commercial ventures, Rufus Records. So pay attention, man. They say, if this nigga, the same way Harry O was over there helping them niggas do that one, this nigga had already helped form Rufus Records with Eazy-E. That's why I chunk Eazy-E face up there. That's why watch this. At the same time, the same day them niggas went to jail, got arrested, Freeway Rick Ross and Pat. Nigga, that's the same day that George Bush and them invited Eazy-E to the White House, man. All of that shit fucks me up. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just deep to me, man. It's deeper than goddamn me dog shit right here, man. I'm like, damn, this is how deep they would go. But hold on. It say Leroy Chico Brown was a corner pocket Crip. Y'all hear me, man? I know you know about that corner pocket, Sharonda. It say Leroy Chico Brown was a corner pocket Crip in the Johnson ring during the 1980s. Brown, Freeway Ricky Ross, crack cocaine business partner. Oh, I seen him on the thing. He do a little talking on the Eazy-E, George H.W. Bush, Lucifer Service, and the Blueprint of Genocide. This is when it got deep to me. It's like that other part, the other stuff, man, deeper than rap. Watch this, man. That other part, that was just the beginning. This right here, this is when it got deep. This is what fucked me up right here. Watch this, man. It say the real godfathers of crack cocaine, gangster rap. President Ronald Reagan and George Bush. These are the real godfathers of crack cocaine and gangster rap, man. If ain't nobody never told you that, you're hearing it right here on this show. Because when I read this shit, I say, damn, that makes sense. For real. Okay, out of these troubled times, our objective, a new world order can emerge. September, George W. Bush. They always talking about a new world order. Them niggas be thinking they talking about ending the world, this and that. Nah, they talking about the government being involved in legal activities. That's New World Order, where they get that money that the street people getting. We gonna go create the cartels. We gonna go do all that like they did with George Young. Well, they didn't create it when he went down there with Pablo Escobar and they was bringing all that shit back. See, that predated this. The shit with George Young, I know y'all seen that movie Blow. That shit was before this. See, you could, man, dope was high in the motherfucker in the 70s. That you could buy her $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 for a kilo because it was so hard to get over her. But when George Young and Pablo Escobar and them, the first day was sending people with suitcases through the airport. Then he started flying the shit over there. He just started dropping the shit off in America, bro. And the CIA and them saying all that fucking money was being made. The police and them saying all that money was being made, man. They was like, God damn, we got to get in on this, man. But it say 1992, Eazy-E was invited to 1600 Pennsylvania Ave to a lunch privately with CIA, crack cocaine, Iran-Contra conspirators. Republican George W. Bush, President George W. Bush. It is a puzzle also to what business Eazy-E had to discuss with Lucifer Servant from the CIA skull and bone, war criminal, Nazi collaborator, and one of the most covert, treacherous, double-crossing, and dangerous men on the earth, other than to move crack cocaine, gangster rap money into the White House from Heller and Klein. Hey, man, back then, that shit would sound so crazy to me. I wouldn't believe it. But now that I'm paying this shit attention, I'm like, why in the fuck? Eazy-E, why did they want you there? Why would George Bush be inviting you if you're not connected with if they not connected with all this shit? It said this wasn't Eazy-E's first time on Capitol Hill. They knew exactly who Eric Lynn Wright was. Come on, man. This is deep, Eazy-E, man. It said on February 8, 1991, the very same day that Gary Webb, Darker Lines, Freeway Ricky Rick Ross was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison for crack cocaine distribution, the same day Eazy-E was personally invited to a Salute the Commander-in-Chief luncheon in Washington, D.C. Come on, man. With Conversation Republican Phil Graham and Elizabeth and Robert Dole. Man, these are some straight woods, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Texas, so I know about Phil Graham now. Why would they need Eazy at their dinner, man? I'm gonna let y'all figure that one out, man, because I don't even think I'm smart enough to figure that one out, man. Why in the hell would they need Eazy-E at their dinner? You know what happened to Gary Webb? Yeah, we live there, Sharonda. You know what happened to Gary Webb? They say he committed suicide. You know, they say Gary Webb committed suicide, bro, because when he dropped his information, all the other big outlets, New York Times and all that shit, all of them, they jumped on him and they attacked him. The people used the power that they had to tear him down, like how they'll do somebody when they trying to expose the wrong thing. And they claim he committed suicide. Now we're gonna say allegedly. I don't know if it's true, but let's go. They say Dole is interested in 1993. Dole led a sensational campaign to strip Pacifica Radio. Listen, man, they say Dole ran a interest in 1993. That's when Tupac was talking about Bob Dole. Y'all remember that shit going off on the album? And the black lady too, he went off on all of them. It say led a senatorial campaign to strip Pacifica Radio of public funding because of black programmers to funding black programmers at the KPFA Los Angeles were using public radio as a platform to dispense deliberate misinformation and hate speech. Damn. It say a noted example of disinformation was the black and brown children of Los Angeles were being used as guinea pigs for an experimental measles virus vaccine. It say those alleged hate speech came from programmers Malcolm X speeches. They call it hate speech. As a result of pressure, the Capitol Hill, Pacific Radio, and KDFF phased black programmers out the back door. Currently, FDA is not damn, has not one black public affairs program. See, Sharonda, you know about the KPFA more than me. You know what's going on down there in Cali more than me, man. Man, that's crazy, bro. Like these people, man, these people is deadly, man. Like I didn't know this shit go that far. It say 1999, it was publicly disclosed that Kaiser Permanente in Los Angeles had in fact injected more than 1,500 6-month-old black and Hispanic babies with experimental and injurious, highly potent endomonston, whatever that is, Zagreb measles vaccine. Pacifica Radio nor KPF acknowledged the fact, nor apologized to the black community and challenged Dole. So they didn't challenge him. They didn't say nothing about it. Everybody just let it ride. It appears that Dole's attack upon the black programmers was a deliberate ploy, the Goebbels model. When I was just reading to y'all about the propaganda, how they control shit, the same way that Hitler and them did. That's the same way that he was using on the radio station down there. It say to control the intellectual, political, spiritual, public information medium in the black inner cities for a blueprint of genocide. So basically what they did, they went and took all of the so-called Malcolm X and all this black pride shit off, and they replaced it with Eazy and them, man. The National Republicans Committee sponsor was featured a speech by President Bush Drew. 1,400 zealous right-wing Republicans, the Legion of Lucifers, and Wright was greeted at the Capitol, this and that, woo-to-woo. So watch this, man. Let's go. The Senators' Inner Circle. The Senators' Inner Circle is a group of ardent NWO Republican campaign contributors, including brewing magnate Joseph Coors. That's Coors Beer. We got Ernest Schwarzenegger. We know who he is. Walmart, Sam Walton, and former Secretary of State George Shultz of the Stanford Hoover Institute to meet on a regular basis to discuss and covertly strategize national, international, and regional topics and issues in a comfortable mix of business and social settings, according to Dole's letter. So we see, nigga, we got Sam, the nigga at Walmart, and these people at these beer companies, Slits Malt Liquor and all this shit, nigga, they been plotting on us since back then. It's a puzzle as to what business Eazy-E discussed with some of the most dangerous, ruthless, and treacherous NWO white supremacists, the greatest purveyors of violence and on the planet, other than the blueprint of genocide. It's a Senators Graham and Dole who asked Wright to attend the banquet had no comment to what Eazy-E was doing on Capitol Hill. Like, damn, that got me wondering, Eazy-E, what did you talk about with these people? In 91, Eazy-E, NWA, and Ruthless Record had become a big asset to the NWO, to the New World Order. Pay attention, man. It said they have been instrumental by design to polarize the race and terrorize the masses from the end means of the New World Order. Gangster rap influences thousands of blacks across the nation to kill each other, to glorify drugs, alcohol, and crime, and turn against their sisters and elders, communities, and church. Man, if this shit ain't hitting it on the motherfucker, if this ain't hitting it on the nail, if this ain't hitting the nail on the head, homie, I don't know what's going on here. So I'm just checking this out. I'm like, damn. This was about the time they changed the tone of everything. And I always heard it was done by design. They did it on purpose. And we know there's a lot of people from the Jewish community who just in the rap business. Man, I didn't know. I had never heard it broke down to me like that. I didn't have the names. I didn't know who the Mossad was. I didn't know about all that. I knew about the CIA and the crack shit, but I didn't connect it this deep. I didn't connect this shit all the way from the Iran Contras to Jerry Heller and David Kenner, Suge, Eazy-E, the fucking President Bush and them to, man, this is say, man. I swear, this is a hell of a wormhole, man. For real. In 91, Eazy-E and Ruthless Record had begun, a big asset to NWO. They had been instrumental to, I already read that part. I'm sorry, y'all. Eazy-E and NWA was most likely unwittingly used to create a climate and a collaboration with the racialist NWA, CIA, and Mossad to turn a generation of their people into crack cocaine fiends, zombies, genocide. At one point, I probably say, man, they're motherfucking lying. But then when I realized the connection, what I just said, how y'all pump that dope in there through Patrick Johnson, through Harry O, through Freeway Rick Ross, I'm like, damn. This is what they was trying to tell us, but they used to give us hints and clues. It wasn't all the way spelled out like this to me, man, for real. It's in December 1994. The LA Iran country crack cocaine gang connection began to break. Nicaraguan and Oscar Blandon, the key country cocaine supplier of Freeway Ricky Ross and Michael Harris, gang distribution, Ruthless Records, and Death Row Records networks. Man, come on, man. The key country cocaine supplier of Freeway Rick Ross and Micah Harrio's gang distribution, Ruthless Records, and Death Row networks turned U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency informer. Blandon exposed Ross LA crack connection and the network. And this is crazy because, man, you was this man plug. He was getting it from you. Y'all came and put the dope on these niggas, man. And I guess when the program got stopped, so now it's time to come get y'all, man. That is fucked up. On February 23rd, 1995, under surveillance by the DA, Blandon set up Rick Ross and two associates in San Diego to move 150 kilograms of cocaine into South Central Los Angeles for crack product and distribution by the Crips and the Blood networks. Even though Ross had recently been released from prison, he had 150 in cash as a down payment to put as much cocaine as Blandon would supply. On February 24th, 1995, come on, man, let's go. February the 23rd, under surveillance by the DA, Blandon met and set Rick Ross and two associates of the, man, how we know they wasn't meeting with Eazy and giving him the dope at first, and Eazy did something wrong. I don't know what happened, or they decided to go fuck with somebody else too. But watch this. Okay. Brother, even though Ross had recently been released, he had 150 to give them to pay them as much. On February 24th, 1995, this is a day later, Eazy was suddenly hospitalized for what led to believe to him as a case of chronic asthma. Eazy was a Kelly Park Compton Crip. Snoop Dogg was also a Crip. Sometime in March 1995, Rick Ross was busted. Man, this is January, February, March. Sometime in March 1995, Rick Ross was busted by Blandon DEA string operation, conspiring to supply LA Crips and Bloods with crack cocaine. On March 16, 1995, Eazy released a statement disclosing he had somehow, out the blue, contracted full-blown AIDS, man. Man, this is all this. So all these people, I didn't know these people was connected like this, man. So you can't tell me if Rick Ross knew Patrick Johnson, I'm pretty sure Ross knew Eazy too, man. And so all of a sudden, they say on March the 26th, shit, this a couple days later. That's like 10 days later. He say he found out he had full-blown AIDS. 10 days later, on March 26th, Eric Glenn Wright, Eazy all of a sudden died when his heart suddenly shut down at Cedars-Sinai Center in Los Angeles, mimicking AIDS complications. Cedars-Sinai was known at the time as the Los Angeles Jewish Medical Center. Eazy-E's treating physician had been the hospital's pulmonary specialist, Dr. William Young. I don't know how many people in here right quick. Let me go back and look, man. Let me see what's going on. Do anybody have an idea? The hit, that's the hit, Dr. William Young. Dr. William Young name been coming up so long, man, and so much shit. Hold on, man. Dr. William Young. See, if Eazy was hip when he went to the Jewish hospital, probably Jerry Heller told him, hey, man, let's go to this hospital. But watch this. If he was hip and they came in and he seen who the motherfucking doctor was, he should have got up out of there, man. I know he didn't have no idea. know he didn't know what was going on. But this guy right here, Dr. William Young, let's talk about him, man. This was Eazy-E's treating physician. It's a Dr. Young was also Martin Lawrence treating cover-up physician when he suffered an MK Ultra type mental breakdown on Ventura Boulevard in Los Angeles in 1996, waving a pistol and screaming at toys. Martin Lawrence was born in Frankfurt, Maine, Hesse, Germany, where his father, John Lawrence, was serving in the military. Martin Lawrence is uniquely strange and odd by design. Damn, most likely suffering from MK Ultra. This the shit they said. Iatrogenic multiple personality disorders. By mere suggestion, Lawrence admittedly switched into Serena Williams, Serena's father, and also Orsine Big Mama Brandy Price. Damn, Big Mama Brandy Price mother. Orsine Serena's mother. Okay, watch this. If you know, like I know, we know what the fuck Martin Lawrence was on when he was in LA tripping. We know Martin Lawrence had got a hold to that ooh-wee, like he said. We know Martin Lawrence probably had smoked some PCP before, but he had never had none of that good Cali shit that had the crystals around the motherfucking rim, around that little, when you open up that, it had crystals all around that motherfucker, it'd be so good. See, Martin Lawrence got a hold of some of that. Oh, we as he say. It wasn't that regular shit, man. For real. Yep. That's when it happened, Anthony, for real. But watch this by my boy Martin Lawrence. Watch this shit, man. We know Martin was really on that motherfucking clicker juice. It's a Dr. Young. Watch this. The same dude ended up treating Eazy-E, as they say, when Eazy-E died in 10 days, whoop-de-whoop. This is where the foul play came in. Suge Knight and them be capping, unless they just told him about it. But Dr. Young, he was also Rick James treating pulmonary specialist at Cedars-Sinai before he died. You see, on August 6th, Rick James was found dead in his Burbank apartment. James died from pulmonary failure, a cardiac failure, and various health conditions of diabetes, stroke, a pacemaker, and a heart attack. James' autopsy revealed he was under the influence of alprazolam, diazepam, bupropion, citalopram, hydrocodone, digicin, I don't know what the chlorophenyramine, methamphetamine, and cocaine. So that's what Rick James was on when they say he died. But there was the same doctor that he had. Shit, Rick, you probably wasn't on all that shit. They probably, I'm just talking. They say Gary Webb began the investigation of Bland in 1995. Gary Webb began investigating Blandon in the country cocaine dealing and learns the drug sales of Rick Ross in South Central. This is July 95. That's when the nigga started peeping the shit, the Gary Webb dude. And he found out, hold on, this Rick Ross dude, he started watching him, found out who he was getting the dope from. Then he realized, damn, this nigga's a motherfucking working with the Iran Contras. So he go try to tell the DA, CIA, them, and they tell him, oh, man, don't worry about it. Leave that alone. They're my people. And that fucked him up. October, DA meets with Webb to discuss him from writing about Blandon. 2 weeks later, former Costa Rican DEA agent Neves resigned from his top DEA position. DEA alerts CIA that Webb is investigating the Contra drug dealing and is trying to locate Menendez, who DEA experts will admit Contra dealing. Damn. In 96, Freeway Rick Ross goes on trial in San Diego and is convicted. Blandon testified as prosecution witness, admits Contra's dealing. It's a Tupac releases. It was in March. In February, Tupac releases his first solo album, All Eyes on Me. The double album was the first and the second of the 3-album commitment to Death Row Records. This after he got home. It says sold over 9 million copies. Tupac's assassination may be linked to the Giallo's method of control of the rap industry. So if I'm saying that Jerry Heller might have has something to do with Eazy-E because of his beliefs, and all of them believes in this Giabos, Bells, or whatever you say that shit, method of controlling the rap industry, the same way they did the propaganda with Hitler and them, the same way they do the propaganda in Israel to make people feel like they are, you know, homeless people need a land. Like, why y'all doing them like that? But they over there, man, y'all see it. Shit, they over there killing people like, come on. I don't even want to get in trouble speaking on that right now, man. But okay, shit. Tupac, okay, so in August, a Darker Line series appeared in San Jose. See, Tupac, you didn't realize what you were stepping in. It say in September, the CIA and the Justice Department launched internal investigation of the allegations of Gary Webb's book. September 13th, Tupac Shakur, the godson of the revolution, star of Death Row Records, is murdered in Las Vegas, in a car with Suge Knight. Tupac was in the process of bolting from Death Row Records and he had fired David Kenner. So Tupac, when they started looking into all this shit, and they started trying to find out who is the so-called Black Messiah or the Black Panther type, Black Power type people around you, they got to looking at your history, and they started seeing what you could become. It was okay, long as you was getting that money with them through Death Row and they was eating off your plate, Tupac, everything was cool, fine, and dandy, homie. But as soon as you talking about you was gonna leave, man, they know you would have went somewhere and you would have did your own thing. They wouldn't been able to control your shit then. And that's what they didn't want. For real. After he fired David Kenner, he get killed. Come on, man. Ross was sentenced to life without parole. The chief of the CIA, David Deutsch, made an unprecedented trip to South Central Los Angeles to respond to public outrage over the Dark Alliance CIA. That was November 1997. The notorious Big was assassinated. Death Row LAP goon is linked to the death of, this was allegedly, of Christopher George LaTorre Wallace. Again, Big is assassinated may be linked to the Gialbo's model to control rap industry also. I'm pretty sure we can believe on that. That was March 9th. March 18th, Kevin Gaines, one of the Death Row's goon LAPD officers, is liquidated by, what? So Frank Lyer, the dude who was talking about, man, I think I got a lot of these niggas' pictures. I don't think I got Frank picture, but I had put a lot of them niggas' pictures in my shit. I need to look it up, but this is crazy. I didn't know the nigga that killed him was supposedly a white supremacist. The nigga say, I know David Mack was killed by another officer. I remember that shit. It was called a road rage or some shit. And he claimed that the officer, the white boy, claimed that David Mack pulled up on him jamming rap music real loud and pointed a gun at him, so he had to shoot him. But it said Kevin Gaines, one of Death Row's goon LAPD officers, is liquidated unalived by Aryan Brotherhood LAPD officer Frank Liger. So hold on, man. Y'all had gang member police officers. Y'all got the Vato, the Mexican Brown Pride officers. Y'all got the Aryan Nation officers. Man, it is going down, Jack. In November, David Mack, another Death Row goon LAPD officer, robbed a bank, America, in USC for more than $700,000 and was sent to prison. That's who told a whole lot of shit too. The CIA declassified and releases one volume of the internal investigation of the Contra dealing. Volume 2 is still sealed, so we ain't even seen everything. They say March, the CIA Inspector General Fritz Hitz tells Congress that the CIA had a secret deal with the Justice Department from 1982 to 1995, which permitted the agency to avoid reporting cases of drug trafficking by its agents and assets. And y'all got to peep this. They say that the program was going into 1995. What's significant about this 1995, man? About just saying. That's when Gary Webb dropped that book saying that Blandon and the Contras were dealing drugs with Rick Ross now. So nigga, that shit happened all of a sudden. Nigga, in 95, y'all say the program is over. But that, so we still got a whole nother part. Volume 2, we don't even have that yet. But they ran the program from 82 to 95. It's a 1999, September 8, Rafael Perez, another death row goon, officer pled guilty to stealing $1 million worth of cocaine from the evidence room. Then this is 2004. Gary Webb is suicided in a big payback. He allegedly shoots himself twice in the head less than 24 hours after his favorite motorcycle is stolen and being stalked by Men in Black. So they say Gary Webb shot himself in the head 2 times, man. I know we got some people in this mother. Say, Anthony, Fritz, I know y'all know this shit don't sound right. Lou Hefner, I know you. How you gonna shoot yourself in the head 2 times, man? Y'all know that shit don't sound right, man. So after this 2004, 2006, Suge Knight filed for bankruptcy. He was exposed as identified as an active member of the Los Angeles Bloods. The Pirates in 2008. Eazy and Gangster Rap sold to Lucifer Service. Gangster Rap is the bastard child of crack cocaine and a blueprint for genocide by the way of the White House. Lucifer servants were far more ruthless and evil than Eazy-E had ever imagined. Eazy-E was far more expendable than he had realized. President George Bush, the real gangsters in Washington, prevails 100 years. In the final night, the CIA and its twisted sister, the Mossad, and most of the non-black players behind the scenes of crack cocaine crisis, the blueprint of genocide. Heller, Klein, Kenner, and JDL Wack, Prophet, and Hensley, they ain't even go to jail. Boy, that's cold. Bro, this shit crazy. And then, this ain't the only shit they got, man. I ain't gonna, this is, if y'all go look this shit up, man, at the bottom, just keep going. This is where he got all his notes or his points from, his sources and shit. So we got all the footnotes and shit. So this ain't no bullshit. But fuck it, I might as well keep going, man. Since I'm talking about this shit. Since I'm talking about this shit, since we going, I might as well keep going because I ran across this shit too, man. No, it don't sound right, Lou. Watch this, Lou. So I was sitting by, I was just reading, bro. I like to read. I'm a reading motherfucker, man. So if people don't like, you know, a lot of people don't have the patience to deal with no shit and sit back, watch and listen to no reading and shit. But I had to. Now, none of them went to jail except Freeway and Patrick Jones. That's crazy. Everybody else, shit, they got away. But man, this shit here is so crazy right here. This is gonna take a lot of reading, man. But I'm just gonna say read a little bit of this shit. A lot of people have died directly, indirectly tied to this investigation. They toppled the host a minute ago. This is about Biggie and Death Row, Can-Am Studios, Tupac, and them, all this shit, right? See, I like to go read. I like to go get the actual fucking the write-ups from that time. But let's go. Fuck this. It said he also said Nick Brown would be killed later because he knew the identity of the shooters. So this shit right here is titled. They talking about Reggie's. Watch this, man. They say Reggie says I can have you killed anytime. This is Reggie White talking right here, y'all. Nigga, they say this is what Reggie telling people, man. I can have you killed at any time. I'm like, damn. So I'm just letting y'all walk with me right quick. So it say he also so Reggie said Nick Bond will be killed later because he knew the identity of the shooters. Nick Bond was in fact killed at a later date. Something Heron knows. They say something Heron knows got him smoked. I don't know if people be following this shit and be knowing who these people is, man. So I thought about it. I said, maybe I need to, when I talk about them, maybe I need to pull a picture, you know, up of them or something, or at least a picture with all of them on there and explain this shit, bro, because I be wanting to get the shit right, bro. For real. I want people to really know where I'm coming from. I don't want nobody to think I'm tripping. Damn, I had the pictures, man, but damn. Oh, here it go. Let me get that motherfucker up there, man. So when I'm talking about this shit, man, I want y'all to be able to follow who I'm talking about. I'll pull it up periodically. We see Neckbone. We see we see Suge. We see Big Rock. And that's Trayvon Lane at the bottom. And my motherfucking little thing is over Heron face, my nigga. But let me take that down in case y'all want to read this shit with me. So y'all don't, you know, people might think, oh man, people making shit up. They ain't over there giving us no real shit. He lying on them people. I don't want to be nothing like that, man. But let's go, man. It say something Heron knows got him killed. It say murders in immediate aftermath of Tupac's murder, those affiliated witnesses and with knowledge of the murder. Yaka Fula was assassinated and hit at Death Row Records, were the first to call it suicide. I said Death Row Records was the first to say that shit when the old boy from the Outlaws got killed. They said it was a suicide. You see, we have this shit here say we have tapes of telephone calls between Frank Alexander and various Death Row insiders about this murder. Also, we have an FBI report that states this was an execution. Ken Cox, Senator Lee, detailed the police report that New Jersey Crips and Los Angeles Bloods were together in Death Row's Can-Am studios together a few weeks before Yaka Fula is assassinated in New Jersey. I don't know if y'all seen that when his mama was talking about telling damn, not Noble. Damn, what is it? Is it not Edie? I mean, I think it was Young Noble. She was telling him that it wasn't no accident when her son got killed, Yaka Fula. That nigga, y'all know what's going on and y'all covering it up. So to read this shit right here, it threw me off, man. It say they were together weeks before the Yaka Fula assassination. David Kenner is contacted by Las Vegas PD to arrange an interview with Yaka Fula. Kenner never arranges the interview, and Fuller is killed before Las Vegas investigators can find out on their own. So follow me, man. So if I keep telling y'all David Kenner and goddamn me, the other dude, Jerry Heller, these is the devils that's involved, bro. These is the dirty motherfuckers, bro. You hear me, Anthony Glover? He just happened to not set up the investigation. See, we not hearing about all this shit when Reggie and all them talking, when I'm watching all these people go back and forth about the Tupac shit. Why ain't nobody said this shit? Why ain't nobody say that the LAPD tried to get this dude to come in and all of a sudden he get killed? Man, come on, man. It's a Michael Moore tries to get Frank Alexander to flip their story so he isn't killed. Too many people are accidentally dying. Why wait for an accident to happen? You go to the other side and you are targeted. That makes sense. They say they feared that Suge would retaliate. This is why they killed his inner circle before he could get out of prison and to weaken Suge from putting together muscle to retaliate upon his release and to leave him unprotected. Bro, that's how they wanted Suge to come, because I just showed y'all. Man, they done knocked off all Suge muscle, bro. That's crazy. They knocked off all Suge muscle. And then we know the dude, George or whatever they call the one that I think he say Heron had shot him before. Man, that's who was taking all of them out. Well, a lot of them. But why this motherfucking, hold on. Where this shit when that nigga had when they shot it 59. It's 59. Hold on. When this shit was interesting to me after when they had ran into Suge at the club and Pac was inside at the House of Blues, right? it was interesting to me that we heard about all these stories, but I had never heard about when they was at the club and they was leaving out. Suge was leaving out, and he ran into Keefe D now. But after they left from the spot where they seen him at, they stopped at a gas station and somebody tried to kill Suge and all them niggas. All this was right after that. So them trying to blame that shit on this fight with Tupac and Baby Lane, man, that shit ain't gonna fly with me, man. Hold on, how could I? I'm gonna go back to that shit, but no, I know that reading shit be a little boring, so I'm gonna go and chunk a little something up. A little video, man, a little something we could see. But I'm gonna go back to the reading shit in a minute. But you watch this shit, man. Yeah, somebody watch this shit with me, man. Why am I supposed to be at 145? Hold on. Somebody pay attention. I don't know if you Surrender. I don't know if you heard, but I ain't never heard this one. So maybe I'm just a little bit behind or something, because I ain't never heard this story right here.
Suge met Keefe D again before that happened, at the House of Blues, so Keefe didn't jump at him the first chance he got. Keefe D said his homeboys helped to put Suge in the game, and they always showed love to each other when they met. He said Puffy pitted Suge and him against each other, knowing that it's rather easy to start a conflict between them. There were also just too many witnesses when they saw each other, but there was a shooting that day that the people from Death Row were involved in. On August 11th, 1996, Tupac, the Outlaws, Suge, Reggie Wright, and several Ma Piru members were at the House of Blues. Pac came there with his black Rolls Royce, Suge with the red one, Snoop with the white one, at least according to Keefe D. Suge and his homies were standing outside the building, while Pac and the Outlaws stayed inside and enjoyed the show. LL Cool J was there too that night performing. Also there was Melly Mel from the Furious Five, Nas, Outkast, Shock G from Digital Underground, Kobe Bryant club named Paradise. Right when Suge got to his red Rolls Royce, he saw Keefe D. Pac didn't see any of them that day. He was inside the House of Blues speaking to Nas about the East Coast West Coast war. When Suge saw that, stopped him by yelling and greeting him. Keefe D, what's up, dog? What's cracking? The Crips there were making fun of Keefe D for being friends with Suge. Oh, look, it's Keefe's boy. Suge then...
Yeah, I know how niggas is too. When y'all run into some other niggas from the other side and your partner cool with him, y'all know how y'all make fun of niggas going, they go, your homeboy, nigga. They go, is that your man? Is that your boy, nigga? Is that your favorite whoop-de-woo, nigga? You know how you'll fuck with a nigga, right? But watch this.
At the Club Paradise in Hollywood, which is a few miles away from the House of Blues, because Pac had numerous encounters with the Crips. But on August 11th, Pac didn't really have that many people with him, so he would have been an easy target. Suge Knight might have actually saved them that day. They all jumped in their cars and followed Suge's Rolls Royce. Paradise.
Now I know y'all follow me, so Suge left the House of Blues. Keefe D and 50 Crips, as they say, started following him. Southside, he probably had some guys from one of their, ally hoods, but right now we're gonna say 50 Southsides were following Suge and them on their way to Club Paradise. Let's go.
Puffy and Suge to squash the beef, which Puffy later declined. They then got out at a gas station next to the club. Suge, his homies Buntree, Neckbone, and Trayvon Lane, along with Big West and Diamond, were now standing in a circle talking. And all of a sudden, two people walked right through them, right through the circle, instead of going around like everyone else would have done. Their intention might have been to start firing at them while they were in the middle of the circle, but breaking up the circle. As soon as the two got 6 to 7 feet away from them, They turned around and started shooting. Around five bullets were fired. Right wasn't standing in that circle, but was close. So he started chasing the two by opening fire. Gas station and shot back. Reggie wasn't sure if they had killed somebody that day, because they had fired a lot of bullets and with his red Rolls Royce. According to Keefe D, Suge's car got shot up from both sides, but Reggie Wright denied it. Suge thought the attackers might have been Southsiders, and they also thought that the people
you thought it might be Southsiders, nigga, and they was right behind following y'all, and you stop at the gas station and show them jump off. To me, that was a bad idea. Like, you might be cool with a couple, like 4 or 5 of them niggas, but the rest of them niggas ain't fucking with you. Them niggas really funky, nigga. Them niggas playing ball, and y'all niggas bullshit. And you thinking because you got money and all this that they gonna overlook you. Suge, nigga, you was a hell of a trophy. You ain't even know it, man.
Working at club, who ran the security there
on their way to Club Paradise
that day if Keefe D and his people got inside.
Oh damn, I went too far.
After the Vegas shooting, Suge and the Paru were afraid of them. By intentionally getting
hold on.
That this with the Crips Diamond when after the Vegas shooting. Suge and the Paru weren't afraid. Their intention might have been to start firing at them while they were in the middle of the circle. But Suge and his people immediately noticed that something was wrong and tried to make space, breaking up the circle. As soon as the two got 6 to 7 feet away from them, they turned around and started shooting. Around 5 bullets were fired, and Diamond got hit in the leg. Head of security Reggie Wright wasn't standing in that circle, but was close. So he started chasing the two by opening fire. Reggie Wright, Buntree, and Neckbone chased them down the alley right behind the gas station and shot back. Fired a lot of bullets in their direction, managed to escape. Suge also chased the two with his red Rolls Royce. According to Keefe D, Suge's car got shot up from both sides, but Reggie Wright denied it. Suge thought the attackers might have been Southsiders, and they also thought that the people working at Club Paradise might have had something to do with the shooting. The guy who ran the security there was a member of the Southside Crips. A month later, that same guy got targeted and killed by mob by afraid of him. They allegedly getting close with the women.
So make me understand this, man. So Suge, this after the Vegas shooting, and Keefe D say you looked him dead in the eyes. Man, Keefe D, I think you niggas is lying. I don't think it was Keefe D in the car. I don't think it was Trayvon Lane in the motherfucking car. I think all of this shit was a lie. All this shit was made up by Keefe D and Greg Kate and them, bro. I think Keefe D might come home because they gonna find out, nigga, you lying. For real.
That day, Bone and Trayvon Lane, along with Big
Man,
after the Vegas shooting. Suge and the Paru weren't afraid of them. They allegedly tried to add more fuel to the fire by intentionally getting close with the women in Keefe D's family. Suge Knight allegedly slept with Keefe D's wife, and Buntree did the same with Keefe D's sister-in-law, just to provoke Keefe D and to rub it in his face. Just like they did with Faith Evans and Misa to a woman named Paula. He denied that they ever had that type of relationship with them. A few days after the shooting at the Paradise Club, Keefe D started to make plans to once again go to Vegas and see one of the greatest boxers of all time, who was supposed to fight on...
Hey, man. Yeah, they was already beefing, Anthony. That ain't the only situation. Man, there was a lot of shit going on, bro. Like, man, this shit... I guess, man, sometimes I be watching certain shit, and sometimes the shit just I guess I'll be like, damn, this is connected to this connect. I'm pretty sure y'all do that shit sometime too. But it's so many on her, bro. They proved how many times Keefe D done lied. The shit don't sound right. It ain't going right. I'm like, man, what the fuck? But let me go back to what the fuck was I was reading the shit, man. Let me go back to my my motherfucking reading Rainbow right quick. Man, this is crazy. Watch this though. Watch this when I get to the good part on this bullshit on this stuff I'm reading, man. This Reggie say he can have everybody killed. So watch this, man. It say Reggie White has ties through his father to the Compton police who attempted to stir the investigation toward the conclusion that Orlando Anderson was the shooter and the murder of Tupac. Orlando Anderson has an airtight alibi as Las Vegas has cameras everywhere. Y'all remember when I kept talking about the cameras? I kept on saying, bro, I was in Vegas then. I done fucking been to Vegas numerous times. In 94, 95, probably 93. And I'm like, nigga, it was cameras down there back then. I remember this shit. So I'm like, man, these people really know. I guess it's because even the police and all the witnesses was giving false information. Man, they was throwing the police off. The police couldn't really do shit with the case. But man, they got the cameras. Matter of fact, they had arrested Orlando Anderson, and they let him go. Because they know they watched the cameras and they seen, oh no, this nigga was at the bar. The whole time he was at the bar with the Corey Edwards. Man, this shit is crazy, man. Like I'm just watching this shit and tripping off this shit. Man, this man wasn't even right there. But watch this. Corey Edwards tells of seeing Orlando Anderson at the bar about the time of the shooting. And say Los Angeles police are handed Orlando Anderson by the Compton police during the raid. They are expected by the Compton police to arrest him, and he's being held up on a silver platter as the shooter. Las Vegas police are not even interested in him because they already know about his alibi is airtight. As a Compton police established this pattern when they also steered the investigation of Air Raid Theater murder of Kelly Jamison that stopped LAPD investigation from issuing indictments. Listen to this shit, man. Frank Alexander's secret recordings of the telephone calls with death row insiders and reporter Chuck Phillips gives insight into the interviews of the death row records and their ties to, the ties to Phillips and creating the false stories that are planted in the LA Times. Chuck Phillips is dismissed when he is caught fabricating a story about Tupac murder, thus solidifying planning stories to throw the investigation and public opinion off the trail of the real killers of Tupac and Biggie. That's what all this shit is with Keefe D and them is, y'all. This was the play to throw everybody off, man. And I know my shit ain't gonna sound good because what everybody is saying, but hey, what makes sense to you, some people might not make sense to me. This shit makes sense to me. It say Frank Alexander secret recording. Explaining story opinion. That's right, true. Because September, confidential informants tell police that Mary and Suge Knight delivered a load of AK-47 assault rifles to gang members in the Nicholson Gardens. It's like they said Neckbone knew the identity of the shooters. And y'all remember in the car where Neckbone was sitting at. Neckbone was in the car in front of them. So whoever shot Pac, that car had to pass them up. And when they went to go chase the car. So Neckbone know who he seen because he knew them niggas, man. Or he know who he was looking at. But watch this, man. Say, and he would be killed. Neckbone was subsequently killed in Texas. So Neckbone was in Texas when he got killed, child. say Keefe also discussed the incident 9696 with a gangster caravan attempted to, hold on, do y'all know that Big Meech was in the motherfucking, in that van? Y'all remember they said it was the white Cadillac with Keefe D now. Then there was a car behind them. Bro, Big Meech was in the van. The Keefe D got out that van and got in the white Cadillac. My nigga. That shit, fuck. I say, damn. But I kept telling everybody, I was there. I seen the so-called BMF niggas. I seen Big Meech and them, all of them at the MGM at the fight. I guess people think niggas be lying. I didn't know he was with them like that. But I knew he was there. And I know the connections between all of these niggas. So watch this. They say he took the gun to the Nicholson Garden. It say, attempted to evade stop by Jerry Jeter with a gangster caravan attempted vehicle stop by Jeter and Yakamoto. Informant advised him that on 9/17, the AKs were delivered to the Nicholson Gardens by Suge Knight's crew and that these guns were in the aforementioned caravan on 9/9. They were allegedly been 9 separate drive-by shootings. Pyru's Bloods from Compton and Southside Crips. It say Reggie called me. This is about 30 minutes before this happened. Reggie called me and cursed me out and everything and said, as I, in the majority of the time, I would always drive Tupac around and say, so I asked Reggie about the 2 days later, you know, he says that fucking Frank, I didn't have his gun and this and that on him. I said, Reggie, I thought you had advised, I thought you had it already arranged. Remember, Reggie told him not to have the guns in advance with some attorney that they were dealing with down there. Some attorney said that they had at the time something to do with Club 662 and the guys down at Prague get authorization from Vegas PD, you know, to carry guns. So, Reggie, why would you be telling my goddamn Frank he didn't have his gun and you done told this nigga not to have his gun? Bro, this shit is wild. From listening to these niggas on the podcast and reading this, all these niggas is lying, bro. Everybody seem like they lying. They say 2 days after Tupac is shot, Kevin Hackett is using the telephone at the hospital to talk to the FBI. A doctor overhears his conversation and asks him who he's providing information to. The Las Vegas Metro Police Department cops gets involved in a turf war and object to Hackett discussing their case with the FBI and gives Hackett until 8 o'clock to get out of town. So, nigga, you in the motherfucking hospital talking about the case with the FBI, Kevin Hackett? Why'd you call the FBI from the hospital room? Y'all make me understand that one. They get this nigga to 8 o'clock to get out of town. They say Reggie hears about this and becomes suspicious of Hackett and starts calling him a snitch. September 16th, Walter Yakamoto was walking a crime suppression detail to address gang activity problem, Death Row Records. And the auctioneer suite, woo. Death Row Records, Reggie Wright Jr., and was informed by Mr. Wright that since the death of Tupac, married with Suge Knight, was now using Bloods and Crips for his personal bodyguards. That's where this come from. Was it the significance that Reggie Wright Jr. informed the police that Suge is now using convicted felons as bodyguards? Reggie was snitching on Suge about a clear probation violation because he wasn't supposed to be around them. But watch this, man. Sharonda, did you know this shit when Buntry got killed? So this makes me wonder, why in the fuck is Mob James on a podcast with Reggie White? All this shit gets tricky. Watch this. It say Buntry was in the car with Reggie White Sr. when he got out the gas pump. Remember, Buntry got killed at the gas station, a Shell gas station, right? It say Buntry was in the car with Reggie White Sr. when he got out the car to pump gas and was killed. Buntry was a heavy muscle for Suge. Why in the fuck I didn't know that Buntry was with Reggie White daddy when he got killed? Man, somebody make this shit make sense to me, man. So Buncher was riding around with the police. Am I tripping, bro? Man, these statements a motherfucker, bro, but watch this. Y'all probably knew this, but bro, I did not know when Buncher got killed. I remember why Buncher got killed, about him watching the tape of when the other dude from Mob Paru got killed, or he's from Looters. He got killed, and somebody dressed up in a police uniform, they handcuffed him, tortured him, and all this shit. And some kind of way, Buncher had the tape and was watching it. And niggas from the hood didn't like that, which should be understood. But you get killed when you riding around with a police officer. All this shit is weird to me. It's a Reggie White Jr. was the one who brought Malcolm Greenridge to the interview. Malcolm Greenridge. We need to talk about Yosef Fuller. Brent Becker said in a message with David Kenner. He said David Kenner gave the man a runaround. And he was notified that he was murdered in New Jersey. Only thing I heard Reggie Wright earlier year, April time frame, that Trayvon had gotten into a fight at Lakewood Mall, the Foot Locker, with Orlando Anderson. Upon the plan, Kenner and Jr. had devised Suge's death was preferably by Suge being incarcerated with no ability under California law to conduct business from prison. So Kenner wanted him locked up because hell, Kenner was part of the damn company. He gonna steal all the money. They had Suge drain all of the working capital out of the bank accounts. They eliminated the account, financial records, and stopped all the activity within the company. The employees were not being paid, and loyalty to Suge was waning. Still, Reggie wasn't worried about the money. Reggie, you weren't worried about the money because it seemed like you was in on it. He said to Michael Moore, "We won't be one for anything." He confided with Michael Moore because he knew he had no choice. He knew Michael Moore had heard Gotham came over to Wack. That's the same. Remember, Snoop was saying that shit. And when they heard Gotham come over Rights Radio at the time of Tupac's shooting and attempted murder, they had changed the glance. And as long as Reggie could pay more, he would remain silent. Reggie invented work. He invented work for more. He just gave this nigga jobs. He already had a full-scale mop-up in the aftermath of the shooting. They say, we didn't think. I say, well, that didn't work. That didn't work. I said, Reggie, if you had, he had like 20 guys working security, off-duty cops. I said, I would have one of those guys up here at the hotel with Tupac. Now, all the time Tupac had been out here, had always been with him, and I been by themselves. All of a sudden, Reggie, you didn't want this nigga to be with Tupac. That shit is weird. About 2 weeks prior, actually 2 weeks before, he was shot at 1:30 in the morning on Sunset up here. Oh, Tupac got shot? We saw the sheriff's ride up. We were at Sunset, and I could think of the cross street right there, Sunset in West Hollywood, turned into Beverly Hills. When Tupac was driving his Rolls Royce and Outlaws in the back, I was in the back of the car. A couple of guys came along his car in an early model Toyota sedan, dark color, black guys, gang members, started flashing signs, whatever, and this and that. Like, I'm like, damn. Here I am by myself. I exited the car using the caution going up and pulled my badge and said, look, guys, I'm an off-duty officer. Go ahead. So they started all sorts of bullshit, this and that. So, of course, the group with Tupac, they started acting, you know, come on, let's fight, motherfuckers, all this shit. No, man, I'm like, fuck, he said, I told the driver, let me see your hands. No, man, fuck. He ain't going to do that. I said, look, motherfucker, by the time I pulled his gun aside, I said, look, get your ass on. It's like this. So they turned around. He says, oh, man, geez, he got a gun, and they sped off. I was like, damn, I put my gun up. We went up Sunset Fairbanks. I believe the Armco AM PM up there. I told Tupac, You know what the fuck you doing? I mean, getting out here at 1:30 in the morning to get some cigarettes, and they could have got killed. Man, that ain't crazy. West Torch Street, Bel Air Patrol, 2 big guys. I said, damn, I think they really got something here. Am I sure? I said, by the time I seen the 5-0 until the unit pull up, it say, so I kind of approached him. I have a badge in my hand. He says, you got to call 911. Somebody trying to rob Tupac Shakur. By the time it was Christmas, they had every, I guess, every car in West Hollywood. Huh? I'm fucking up somewhere, y'all. But it's I asked Reggie, I said, knowing what went on 2 weeks prior, why would you have him out here by himself? That's crazy. I'm like that. Frank's not even a cop. Why would you at least have a retired off-duty cop on Tupac? Come on. There's so many questions, man. Bro, this shit. I'm not saying that, you know, when you go to Vegas, basically, most of the time you come in courtesy. You got to come in courtesy. I'm saying at least you had their firearms with us. That nigga telling them not to have their guns is real weird. They say, you know, Frank, he called me in November. Reggie wanted me to come up to his office. So I was on duty that night. Reggie was out. He knew. He said, don't bring fucking Kevin ass in here because he's all pissed off. So Reggie, you, Kevin, heck, all them niggas, y'all was in there getting, y'all in there getting into it and shit. And say, but I said again, hey, he is trying to set me up. He hadn't talked to me for 4 or 5 months. Okay, here we go. Reggie says, okay, fuck you, mother. And they, okay, then they could say, Kevin's Hecky say, out the blue, he hadn't talked to this nigga in a while. And Reggie Wright pop up calling him, talking about, hey, I need a favor. I need you to drive for me. He say, and this and that. I'm like, what? He say, can I drive for you? I said, Reggie, you think I'm stupid? He say, you know me well enough to know right now. I said, if you want to do something to me, you go ahead and take me out. I said, be a man, take me out, because he knows if he comes up against me one-on-one, he'll lose. Reggie says, oh, fuck you, motherfucker. I can have you killed at any time. So, Reggie, why are you trying to get people killed? This nigga finna come get in the car with you and ride with you. I said, you know, it's your ball game. Do what you got to do. That nigga knew Reggie was trying to set him up, man. I ain't heard Reggie talk about none of this shit, man. But as I said again, he was trying to set me up. He hadn't talked to me for 4 or 5 months. He said I was a snitch, the whole shebang, and this and that. Then all of a sudden, he pop up and he want a nigga to drive for him. He never would have received a full cooperation from the Compton Police Department. The murder of Bobby Finch, close custody, Suge, Reggie. Man, this shit is so much, man. I can't even read all this shit, man, but it's a whole lot of shit. But let me get off this shit. I'm getting tired of reading. I don't know if y'all like me, man. If I get to reading so much shit, nigga, my eyes get tired and the motherfucker trying to read this shit. But, bro, all of these dudes is lying and it's Tupac shit, man. This shit didn't go how they said it went. And if y'all been following shit like me, y'all know that Reggie say he was at the club. He was at 662. That's why he couldn't be with Tupac now. Or have his head secured. He wanted all security at 662. He didn't want to secure all of the security on Suge. He didn't want all the security on Pac. Bro, I'm sorry. But David Kenner, you had to have accomplished to make this shit work. And I feel like Reggie, bro, you're not telling us something. I feel like you hiding something, you and David Kenner, bro, because y'all was the ones going to benefit if something happened to Suge and happened to Tupac. I know we clearly see this shit. That nigga Fritz say, man, we just solved the whole case. Fritz, I wasn't even through reading this shit, bro. Man, that's why I say sometimes I be running across shit. I be like, bro, you got to share this shit so maybe somebody going to see where you coming from. I'm like, damn. But the way the shit went down, and they keep on talking about the white cat like this and that, man, we don't even know if Reggie was around because I didn't know that. And people kept on talking about the Von Zip dude. He didn't get nobody. He probably didn't. The New York dudes was saying he didn't get nobody no gun because he didn't drive all the way from New York to Las Vegas with no gun. Man, that man left from Mother Keefe D and them say Van Zip drove from Compton with them. The nigga run from California with them niggas all the way to Vegas. He was already there. So it's a lot of shit these niggas. Man, Sweet Babe Strawberries, you late in them. Man, I done got it in. Nigga, we done solved the whole motherfucking case, Sweet Babe. We done found out that Keefe D lying. Keefe D wasn't even in the car. It wasn't Orlando Anderson because Orlando Anderson was at the bar. Man, I got that shit on there too, on the video, where old boy saying that that Keefe D, when they was at the bar or whatever, when they was waiting on Orlando. Man, this dude, Orlando, wasn't even in the car. This dude was at the bar when this shit happened. This the crazy shit. Oh, damn. I'm finna drop it in there. And this tripped me out. Man, there's so much shit that they lied about, man. I'm finna put it in there, Sweet Babe. That's what said the Colombian had to come out of retirement. Isn't it crazy, the motherfucker? Man, watch this shit. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. I'm trying to share the wrong shit. I'm tripping. Hold on. Watch this shit, man. These niggas, they forgot that a lot of times the information is on YouTube. It's just people hadn't ran across the shit yet. Reggie is doing a whole lot of smoke screen shit to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He was indeed part of that gang.
It's trying to play that gangster shit, but we MOB for motherfucker real. You think you out?
We know they gang.
Not only
man.
be an acronym for money, he himself explains, but also a reference to the gang he supposedly wanted to be a part of. He even tattooed MOB on the back of his right arm. Screamed MOB on shows and interviews. He was indeed part of that gang.
You can try to play that.
Man, that nigga C-Style. I seen Big C-Style say that they remember the day when Pac came to the studio. He had on our red. He was in the red room, but they used to be in the blue room. And they say they hit the corner. And niggas say, damn, man, they done got Pac, man. They done got Pac. They done put him down. That shit tripped me out. And they say they done got Pac. That's how they knew he was really, he turned blood. Lobby of the hotel where Orlando was standing.
leaning against the wall, watching people come out the arena. This was near the food court and near a bank of elevators. And again, the reason why Orlando was alone was because their seats were spread out all around.
Because they seats was in different places,
right?
The arena. Watch this.
And the Crips, Orlando.
I know exactly where they at, and I'm going to show you why some of this shit
was waiting for at the entrance at the cafe where there was
this. Where this cafe at? If you pass this, I forgot the name of that bitch with the little burger shit. Go to the Nathan's, hit the little taco shit down there. Right around that corner, that's where the fights be at. The MGM shit, what had they fights at? So if them niggas was in here and they was waiting on Orlando Anderson to come meet them right there, man, that nigga was way by the motherfucking front of the MGM where you first come in at when he ran into Tupac now. They talking about he went to go use the bathroom or whatever. Bro, that nigga was way off course. For real. Watch this.
No, must have forgot. But the people from death row were thinking he was looking for them. Pac can find them. The scuffle became enormously significant in light of the events that followed. Tupac, according to the account of the Compton Police Department, looked at Orlando and asked, "You from the South?" Then lunged at Orlando, dropping him with a left-right combo. Then others in Tupac's group joined in. Once they had Orlando on the ground, they started kicking and stomping on him. Orlando then suffered a rather severe beatdown, as he was essentially jumped by 5 men. Tupac, who can be seen in the footage right here, throwing the first 2 punches, sending Orlando to the ground. Trayvon Lane, who was closely behind, running at Orlando.
Now, okay, we know what happened with that shit, but what tripped me out is, Reggie, y'all supposed to be there to protect these niggas, man. Like, why they out here doing all this shit, man? They run around acting like some regular ass, fool ass niggas, man. They ain't got none of their security protection. Nobody really, one person to stop shit like this or to, man, this is crazy, bro. That whole night, like it was just it was a fucked up night, man.
Were brought along anyways. With the only exception being bodyguard Frank Alexander, who forgot to bring the MGM grant. So hours earlier, he was told by Reggie Wright to.
This is where I thought I was at. Hold on, watch this shit, babe. Say this shit. Let me play this right quick.
We're waiting.
Oh, so the dude I'm talking about, Corey Edwards. Remember, I'm gonna say something about Corey Edwards. This was the dude. He was, oh boy, you went on here a little while ago. I was talking about the dude who was like Harry O, Patrick Johnson, the other dude who was a big time drug dealer. He got locked up. He was fucking with Eazy, eating them, all that shit, fund Ruthless Records, and help fund Death Row, all this shit. This dude, his best customer, or his best, I'm gonna say, nigga who get work from him and run through the shit, is the Corey Edwards nigga, the one where they found the Tupac murder weapon in his backyard, or his girlfriend's backyard or some shit. But he lived right next door to one of the other niggas, the gang nigga. I say, boy, that shit is messing the motherfucker. But let him say this. I want them to know.
They all said in the corner of that bar. When his nephew arrived, to which he responded, shoulders kinda effed up. They had kicked his shoulder during that fight. Keefe D was even angrier than Orlando. He was then told that the same guy from the Lakewood Mall incident, where Orlando got into a fight, had jumped him in retaliation with 4 other people. Orlando said, "Them Death Row guys rushed me. One of them guys from the Lakewood Mall was running with that boy that started that ish." Referring to Trayvon Lane and Tupac. So according to Orlando, the two were running towards him together, which again can be seen as indication for Trayvon Lane not speaking against his homies in private and Tupac coincidentally overhearing them like Trayvon claims, but him informing them.
Don't matter how it went, shit. You're on mute.
Is this the link that I sent you? The guy?
I don't know. I don't know if you sent me this one.
I seen you something in
It's a
your
long
IG.
motherfucker.
His whole page is about Tupac.
Man, but I'm like, this the crazy part. Like, we be out here, like, we be listening to, I guess you could say, the people that we like or the people that we heard by, the people that we know, and they be guessing and bullshit. But it's people out here that really been telling us what was going on for the longest. Man, they been giving us this information. Because it fucked me up when dudes say, hey, Trayvon Martin. I said, I'm a Trayvon Martin. Orlando Anderson.
What's that, huh?
Was at the bar with us when then this is a crazy point. The Von Zip nigga, he was at the bar with him too. The one they say they got the gun from. See, I didn't hear how the story went. They talking about he walked to the car and got the gun from him. Nah, this fool right here broke it down that all of them was at the bar and he asked him what's wrong. He told him the story. The other nigga told him, hey man, that's when the Von Zip nigga told him before they walked outside and Foxy Brown being there. I was like, hold on. See, some people have a little more of the story than some people. You know, some people run through it real quick and some people get into detail.
Right.
That shit crazy, though.
To get his record business going.
Hold on.
And the man gone bite the hands that fed him? Add insult to injury.
You hear that shit? Now, Pat Johnson is the drug dealer nigga I'm talking about. They say Suge hadn't paid him his money back.
Or at least he said it right next to him, so that they were able to rush Orlando together, because Trayvon Lane is trying to shift the Tupac. A witness heard Orlando say, F that ish. What Tupac thinks this is? We gangbang out here. According to Keefe, both him and Orlando are huge fans of Tupac back then. The Crip, Corey Edwards, aka C-Ray, was at the bar with two of his friends. According to him, he wasn't there with the Southsiders. One of them recognized him and came over to him. Told him that Orlando got jumped. Hey man, they just jumped on nephew over there. C-Ray had just bought some drinks. Turned around and saw Orlando stand up by the pole. According to him, he didn't appear to be injured. C-Ray went over there and talked up. You alright? To which Orlando responded, yeah, I'm good. C-Ray then asked what happened. Them Death Row guys tried to jump on me. Man, I want a fair one. Meaning a fair one-on-one fist fight between him and Pac. They jumped on me. Now I want a fair fight. C-Ray then said, man, look. We can catch up with all this when we get back to Compton.
Motherfucker, you ain't gonna want to wait.
Have they lost their effing rapping A-minds? Keefe said.
I'm like, bro, this shit.
What did Keefe say?
He say, Puff had already talked to him about helping him out with the problem he was having with them niggas about killing Tupac now. See, I kept on saying, this ain't making no sense that y'all telling me about Puffy want to kill Tupac, all this bullshit. And I remember I seen him and Tupac was at that video, the Danny Boy laughing. I fuck Puffy, bitch. And nigga say, nigga, and he said, I fuck Biggie, bitch. And nigga say, and Suge say, and I fuck Puffy, bitch, for you. I didn't know at the time. I know I was hearing about he messed with Misa, his baby mama, but I didn't know he had out in California for a month or something and had the son Justin out there with him. He taking pictures with her. And they what's it called? They inserted the shit for the record label. You look it up, and nigga should put pictures of Puffy girl in there, his baby mom in there, and all this shit. Nigga, they say Puffy supposed to have tried to cut his wrist, man. I'm all that shit in her. I'm like, what the fuck? He went to the hospital, and that's what he was telling Keefe D and them about the protection, all this shit, because nigga, you think he'd kidnap your son and your bitch out there. You don't know he just fucking on her. He gonna send her back. That shit crazy.
He just tripping. His mind was gone.
with them people. That was a double whammy. Then you add on top of that the fact that we helped Suge. With that fed him, add insult to injury because Suge still hasn't paid Pat Johnson his money back. Got too big for his britches and stopped taking Pat Johnson's calls. Strike 3, homie.
See, I was thinking when they were talking about that red phone and he wasn't taking the calls, nigga, I was thinking that he wasn't taking Harry O calls. I say, man, this shit here gets deep, man, for real. I didn't know it was Pat Johnson, so I had some shit wrong. When I heard this, I was like, man, let me play this to correct my motherfucking self. For real.
You're out. They were both major players, both had the same boss,
Yep.
Pat Johnson. So he was caught by surprise when he found out about it. Keefe felt like if Suge and Aru had beef with them, Suge should have said something the last time they met, which was at the House of Blues. But instead, him and his people, quote-unquote, committed the ultimate disrespect by kicking and beating down his nephew Orlando in a video to get back at them.
Man, but watch this, though. So, this is where the shit get blurry to me. And I'm just gonna talk this. I ain't gonna say the rest of this shit, but this is where it get blurry to me. Them niggas say, after all that happened, the fight and everything, Pac walked to the motherfucking MGM from the Luxor. About a little 15-minute walk or whatever. So, shit, if y'all already had beef with him, so if y'all want to do something, y'all could have already had did something. Y'all done already tried to kill Suge on the low. Y'all done had to try to do a couple of little things. So I'm guessing, I don't know if the Pat nigga you stopped asking calls for, if he put a hit out, Suge say he had like 2-3 hits out on his head. I heard him say that himself a couple times. So I'm like, since y'all knew the nigga, who would the Pat nigga have to try to put a hit on y'all beside them niggas? Like, I don't see nobody else that they could use. But
you don't threw me for a loop.
See, you wasn't up here when I was reading shit. Okay, watch this. Let me help you out.
I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, but watch this. The dude they talking about, the Pat Johnson dude. Remember, Keefe D was talking about he was balling, he was having money, he was a boss, and they were saying he got in trouble for moving a lot of kilos and all this shit. When old boy Pat Johnson got caught up, I got his shit in here somewhere. But when Pat Johnson got caught up, I can pull up his arrest shit. He had, I think, $8 million in the house, but in the patio of the house, up under the patio, he had like $8 million or some shit. He had a lot of property. He had a lot of dope head. So when he got hemmed up like that, he needed to get off some of the dope and shit. This is why Keefe D say they tripping. The Pat nigga gave him the dope. He gave Keefe D the dope. He told him Keefe D to get rid of the dope. By getting rid of the dope, he was helping Suge and them fund the fucking record label, all this shit, helping keep money going. That's why Keefe D keep on saying, like, everything we done did for the niggas. But the Pat dude, he gave the work to Keefe D, not Keefe D on. I ain't no telling how much the other shit it was, because they say the nigga was a PCP kingpin too. So I'm guessing he gave Keefe D a bunch of everything. Boom, now Keefe D on. He getting money like a motherfucker. Now he trying Suge them. You know how niggas do when they get on, they get the plug and they got money and shit. How they start stunting on niggas who they feel like was talking down on them, or niggas that didn't fuck with them. Yeah, so he done got in like that now, but it's because of this dude. That's why he said Suge tripping and he ain't even paid Pat his money yet. That's why he's saying all that little shit. But this nigga who I'm talking about, man, we done been all through Colombia and every goddamn where on her. We done been through the CIA and everything. This dude, when Rick Ross got locked up, in California, the drug dude, the real Freeway Rick Ross. He wasn't the only one that was working with the CIA, the Iran Contras with Ronald Reagan. And I'm gonna put it like this: Eazy record label was funded by them people through their drugs. Freeway Rick Ross and old boy I'm talking about right there, Harry O and Patrick Johnson. Them three of the niggas that got arrested that was getting that dope. But it fucked me up when I went and looked it up and I realized, damn, this same Iran Contra money through the CIA and all this shit is what helped form these superpower ass record labels that we got everybody trying to top and
they can buy some
do
big dope.
again. And we don't realize what was was really going on. So watch this. These niggas had Jerry Heller over there with Eazy now, man, Ruthless Records, right? Just like the other nigga over here with Pac and them, they lawyer David Kenner, both of them made themselves presidents over these niggas record label and all this shit. So I was showing them niggas what they affiliated is. David Kenner with George W. Bush and them and the Skull and Bones, all this shit. And I was wondering, why in the fuck would they be inviting Eazy to the White House? Jerry Heller, the dude over Eazy label, he fought at the Jewish League for Defense. It's like some shit with like what's going on right now in Israel. All this, he connected with them kind of people. And it's funny that y'all was in the game like this, top like that, and both of these record labels that y'all fucking with is fucking with some drugs. So you can't tell me y'all wasn't connected with the CIA. We proved all this shit that they connected with them people. Like it was part of the gangster rap shit, like how they wanted to tear up the community, brother against the shit, like what it did, man, basically. So I was like,
man, this is all linked together.
Right. I used to hear about it, but I had never sit and made the full connection. I was like, damn. So Keefe D, all you niggas, y'all at the center of this shit. So now a motherfucker will wonder, why would Greg Caden show up at Keefe D? See, Greg Caden was one of them dirty police. He try to catch you with something, then he wants you to work. See, that ain't no real motherfucking police work. Real police work, you ain't got to catch nobody dirty and all that shit. But nigga, you went to Keefe D because you know Keefe D was connected to all this bullshit. What they done told you, Keefe D, you say a bunch of major players was gonna go to jail, this and that, woo-de-woo. So y'all came up with this. Nigga, that man was investigating Biggie case. He wasn't even investigating Tupac case. But he claimed that Keefe D said he wanted to help them with the case. And he gave it his story. Nah, nigga, you gave that nigga this motherfucking story. Because at the beginning, nigga, we wasn't hearing that Orlando killed that nigga. We was hearing that the other nigga in the car did it at first. Even Keefe D said that shit at first. Then he came back and changed his motherfucking mind 3, 4, 5 times. That's why I was saying, them niggas Keefe D don't even really fucking know. He going off what they told him, man. For real. Keefe D ain't shy. He talking about trying to make himself sound so tough in the story.
Did you see him in court? Did you see him in court?
I had it up here.
He had his little thumbs up.
This nigga gonna laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh at my nigga. That's Keefe D, fool.
Boy, Keefe D looked at the
man, but this is what fucks me up. Watch this. This is what fucked me up about a lot of niggas, man. And niggas don't like when I say this shit. Because this shit happened from city to city, man. But niggas like Keefe D, it's a lot of these niggas. They'll get that good run and they'll be balling like a motherfucker and stunting on everybody, you know, talking shit. But they don't realize, nigga, the only reason then they end up getting locked up. Don't you know these niggas really be thinking that it was they hustle alone that helped them get on and get all this money and be balling out of control? They don't realize, nigga, you was only doing that with the Fed's assistance, jackass. They made sure you was getting money because they wanted their case to look good. They made sure you had them extras, all that shit. And you'll see them niggas come back home and try to do that shit again, and some of them can't do it until they
Half
get
of them,
some police. That's
listen,
why
half
they don't
of
mind
them was
fucking with no nigga that snitching.
look, half of them
Huh?
was a half of them was a customer. The the laws, the game, the plug, everybody,
That nigga say they was doing more than they saw.
everybody doing a little dibbing and dabbing. Shit.
Hey, Mile One, salute. Man, Mile One, we've been going down through that tonight, man.
I'm gonna have to go back and
And
listen
it's
to it.
crazy. Man, I did. Look, you know how you like in school when you read too much, your eyes and shit start hurting, you start getting sleepy. I had to turn that shit off. I had read so much. I said, shit. There you go.
Keefe D hilarious.
Looking like Fred Sanford.
When the record player, Mr. Davis is present in custody. Mr. Davis,
He was patting his legs and everything.
here on behalf of the state.
You know how the old people do when they had their little nerves and shit.
Okay, so I'm going to need to appoint an attorney to represent you today. Do you understand that?
He couldn't afford the attorney.
It's my understanding the public defender's office is not.
Your Honor, may I approach on that?
Yes.
Thank you.
They Keefe D, you ain't had them folks money. Look at it.
Wait, ain't the attorney friends
Man,
with
Keefe D.
the ain't the attorney friends with the mayor of Los Angeles? I mean Vegas.
There you go. You see that thumb up.
Look at him. He just patting and pulling.
It's supposed to be some shit
Like,
like that. He's
oh
supposed to be a
yeah,
bad motherfucker. Like,
I'm gonna be all right. It's gonna be all
yeah,
right.
you think he hitting that dope in jail? Look at him looking like Santa Claus. Not Santa Claus, but Sandy Claus. Look at him. Man, you better quit all that move before they tackle your ass in there. Look at him. They're throwing up that thumb. Yeah,
He said he didn't understand that
you know he
Julie.
lying. Look at him instead of this. Bro, don't do no another thumb up, bro. Turn back around. Like you eating good.
That's not funny, Lord. Excuse me.
Boy. Look at Hey, man, this nigga is a wild boy, man. Check it, you know. Hey, that man know he coming home. Look at him. Look. That man went in no motherfucking car. Hey.
I'm surprised they didn't tell him to turn around.
Back there in the cell saying, God. Say, that nigga Keefe D be in his cell saying, man, I play too motherfucking much. I ain't think this shit was gonna go this far. Hey, man.
Well, he might be having people,
Hey, bro,
I don't know, people interviewing him, paying for him for interviews inside the jail. He getting something off of this.
Say, this is how
Would you think?
This nigga is full of shit. Ain't no nigga finna put themselves in a motherfucking car. I gave them the gun and all that. Man, that nigga was lying, man. I'm telling you.
I ain't finna put myself in the car if I did it. Or if I knew somebody who did it. I got off, I got away.
Man, y'all gonna have to laugh at me. Cause watch this. I've been in that courtroom like I'm crying and everything. For real. He in that bitch acting like he wait to get out to go perform at the motherfucking Apollo. This nigga happy to this nigga think he think he's a celebrity. I'm telling you.
I'm talking on mute. That don't do nothing but make you a target. Cause it's a lot of Tupac fans still living. My nigga, you can get out and be free, and somebody still do you something.
He probably know he don't need. But he probably know he don't even need no damn lawyer because he ain't did shit. Suge already told y'all it wasn't the other nigga. Then Suge said you wasn't in the goddamn car. Why would Suge say that, man?
Mr. Royal, Mr. Campbell, it's my understanding you guys are able to confirm as counsel today?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, have you had a moment to speak with Mr. Davis about an arraignment?
We did, Your Honor, this morning.
Okay, are you prepared to go forward with the arraignment?
Yes, today, Mr.
Okay,
Davis.
before we get to that, we have one thing. Are you guys taking this to death review?
Yeah.
And then them ain't the lawyers. This ain't the high power motherfucker you talking about. I think them the court appointed right there.
Okay, the state is not seeking going to death review on this, so are you prepared?
Yes.
Okay?
Excuse me.
Yes,
What does
Mr.
that mean?
There's some insight
Okay,
at
I'm
the same
asking in every
time.
murder case where
To look
in
into
every
it.
first degree murder case, I have to ask the state if they're going to commit to a committee to try to seek the death penalty. I just asked them that and they said no. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so in light of that, Mr. Davis, sir, what is your full name?
Dwayne Keefe Davis,
How old are you?
60.
How far did you go in school?
I did like a year ago.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was the last thing, sir?
UCLA?
Do you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are you currently under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol beverages at this time?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand the proceedings that are happening here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are you familiar with the one charge that you're facing?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am.
As to that charge, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Sir, you have the right to have a
Can
jury
you
trial
read
7
right?
days. Would you like to invoke or waive that right?
Wait.
Okay? This
Don't
case is
say
going to be assigned to Department 2. This case is gonna have a status check trial setting in Department 2. That date is?
November 7th.
Damn. Well, wait.
Get Mr. Goodman back on board.
Where did the laugh come from? I mean, where did the laugh go? All that smile, he ain't throwing the thumb, Keefe. He want to fire them niggas. Come out of there.
I plan on get Mr. Goodman back on board as my attorney.
Okay, sir, if you choose to do that at any time, Mr. Goodman knows how to substitute in, and that can be done at any time.
Yeah, that
For
smile
today's
again.
purposes, to get this case moving, the special public defender will be appointed to represent you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Mr. Lopez, you ready? Did you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Mr. Owens, are you ready?
I am. Larry Brown, page 13.
Remember my boy Keefe, he down there running the jail.
Questions. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so today was
She look like
pretty
she
much
done
just
lost
a
some weight.
formality. It was making sure that Mr. Davis.
Shit, Keefe, they in a gaining weight. You tripping. That nigga not getting fat on them hoes. And then what y'all gonna ask this nigga?
The prosecution certainly, and certainly Mr. Davis will have his opportunity to present whatever evidence.
They just going over. They going over the particulars. Man, Keefe, quit stop playing, bro. Don't tell them people that you wasn't even there, bro. You tripping.
So you done discovered that Keefe D wasn't in the car, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, man. Watch this. The Anthony Close said, "I think about all the traffic cams and the business security cams, and around the area 1996 should have been caught that night." And then that shit I was reading, I didn't even get to that part, but they say that's what they speak about. They say they been had the footage. That's what I kept saying. Where the fuck is the footage? Why we never seen that? If y'all got the niggas in the hotel getting beat up, y'all see, we know they used to have a strip on YouTube shit back then. Or not YouTube, but what is it? Fucking Facebook. I mean, what is damn, what they had back then? I forgot them old motherfuckers.
The webcam.
MySpace or some shit. Yeah, but like you had phones, you had cell phones back then. They wasn't recording and with cameras and all that shit. But man, I remember being in Vegas that fucking night that when Tupac got killed. That's when my partner at Oak Cliff, that's when he met Tupac, and they started. He ended up hanging around the death row niggas for a long time.
You was invited us in.
Yeah, I done said that shit 1,000 times. Yeah, I was there.
You was in Vegas in 1996 when Tupac got killed.
Yes. Man, I had been to Vegas Man, way before that shit. Probably
I'm not
my first time
saying
invading
you haven't
94.
been there before or after. I'm
Oh
saying
yeah,
that particular night of that
yeah,
fight
for
with
that
Mike
fight.
Tyson. Was you
Yes, we
there
was
out
there.
in the city?
Yes, I was there. I was dead. I was at the fight. I was there at the hotel, but I wasn't right there where they were fighting and none of that shit. Yeah, the shit, the
How old are
fight was over
you?
75.
You ain't no damn 75. You were number 2 years.
75.
I'm 77, nigga.
Let's see what I'm talking about. Nah, man, I'm in my
I was
40s,
just getting
man.
out of high school.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s, man. Shit. But watch this though.
You young.
That's why I kept trying to tell it when I keep telling people, like how they keep saying the carriage house where them niggas stayed at. Man, I
Keep
done
on,
stayed
your
all.
ass. Keep on. They gonna indict your ass talking about you was right there. You was there.
No, nigga, I ain't talking about.
Keep
I
on.
wasn't.
Keep
I
on.
wasn't right. I wasn't right there when nobody got shot and none of that bullshit. The cameras know I wasn't nowhere around none of that shit.
I don't want to hear.
but
I don't want to hear. I was there. I was
but
there.
but watch this though. I kept telling people that. Remember, I made the video about BMF, Puffy, his cousin, the bodyguard that was Southwest T bodyguard, all that bullshit about them niggas was fucking with Puffy. They was giving dope to Puffy cousin them because them niggas got indicted with BMF. 2 people from Bad Boy and them side got indicted with them. And I keep telling motherfuckers, Big Meech them, Big Meech was with Keefe D them that night right there. So all of that shit is a conflict of interest, if you ask me. I'm like, hold on. So I didn't know who them niggas was at the time. I ain't gonna even
You talking
lie.
about Big Mitch,
But Big
Larry
Meech,
Hoover, and
BMF.
them?
Big Meech was with Keefe D now.
Ain't Big Mitch and Larry Hoover cool?
Probably so. Probably so.
They
Them niggas
both
be everywhere.
Crips, right?
But see this. Nah, Larry Hoover is a
Oh,
gangster
okay.
disciple.
I got it mixed up. Okay,
But
okay.
watch this though. One thing all these niggas got in common. Remember, Keefe D really did have a plug. Keefe D really was moving dope from state to state. But you know what's so funny about that? So was Southwest T. So was Big Meech. So was the other nigga, Von Zip.
You
So
really
was
think
Puffy Cousin.
you really think Keefe D was on like that?
Yeah, he was. He
He,
was. It ain't no
and he
lie.
never got
They
back
said
and he
it.
never got back on. He never got back on his feet like that.
I guess not. He said that's why he was mad at the Greg Caden dude, because you do know that shit was illegal. Keefe D should be able to sue them people for him releasing that audio or that profit deal or whatever. And I was wondering, I heard somebody ask him, so why did you release that audio? Because you know that could get him killed, this and that, such and such. That fool said, well, he claimed he's a big bad gangster. I wanted the world to know what he did to Tupac and all this woo-to-woo, trying to act like he was some body that really gave a fuck. That's why he released the tape. Nigga, you released it to try to strengthen y'all motherfucking lie, nigga. That's why you did that. And so they asked him, so what if Keefe D get killed behind that? If he gotta die, he got it. I'm like, hold on, nigga. How you go from sounding like an officer to a fucking mobster? Like, that shit weird to me. Yep, that's for real.
Cause he got
But that
some
shit
money
weird
out
to
on.
me.
Cause he got some money out on the hit.
That shit just weird to me, man. But I guess that should be
Did you hear
bothering me
what I
because
said? He got some money out on the hit.
who? P. Diddy?
No, Caden.
Oh, Caden is the fixer. See,
I'm talking about the
man,
one that released that.
the tape, yeah. See, because he was writing a fucking book. He was writing a Tupac book. The shit, I forgot what it's called. I forgot the name of that Greg Caden book. But he was writing that book. That's why he did what the fuck he did. Now you wanted your book to do good, and you wanted to keep. He was helping the LAPD try to get off that motherfucking case that Biggie Mama was suing them for $400 million. That was his motivation to try to close the case and do it like that with Pac and them, because he didn't want all that corruption to come out. If all that shit would have came out, nigga, they would have took them up like how DC don't have no state police, they only got federal. That's how LA would have been. And a lot of motherfuckers don't realize the danger of that murder rap. That's the name of that nigga motherfucking book. But a lot of people don't realize the type of shit that lawlessness will do. Let y'all fuck the city up too bad to where they close down the county jails and all that kind of shit.
Man, the laws
Everything y'all do go federal. Man, nigga don't want that
laws
shit.
is crooked. Them laws is underpaid, broke, and mafias and cartel and gang related.
Yeah. Man, you write that Atlanta shit with Wolf when he killed Tupac homeboy. I'm like, hold on. So you mean to tell me that you and Puffy had all these situations, your partner got killed fucking with them. You got into it with the niggas at the Saucer Wars or whatever. Or the Soul Train Awards, I mean. Nigga, you didn't snatch Puffy up before, put him in a Ford Nelson, all this shit. And you been fucking Puffy girl, all this shit. Nigga, I'm still trying to figure out, should all these loose ends around you. Well, he said, I forgot he knew. Obviously, yeah, like he didn't know, but he said he had 3 hits out on him. So I guess one of them be Puffy, the Patrick dude, probably Harry O. Shit. Everybody wanted. Oh man, David Kenner.
Why ain't nobody had no hit out on Perfetta?
Shit, they probably did, but Puffy be staying out the way. Shit, nigga, I seen some shit in there where the nigga
Is he that
Puffy.
bad of a boy? Is he that bad of a boy? He can't be touched.
Shut up.
Allegedly.
I don't know, but see, this is what fucks me up about a lot of this shit, because I remember like what the temperature of rap was like before Death Row came around. It's a lot of shit that came with Death Row that wasn't in the game at the time. Because a lot of street niggas really didn't even give a fuck about rapping. You know what I'm saying? That was like a square nigga, a nigga that been rapping since he was young, doing shows, or he from a hood where a lot of niggas rap in, so that's just what they do. There wasn't no shit that everybody wanted to do back then. So they did have influence on the hood. They did a lot of shit that people was trying to mimic. Niggas felt like, well, shit, if I'm a gangster or a gang member too, shit, I can do me a record label too. That shit crazy though.
Yeah.
That shit get deep though, man. But shit, I done got tired on your ass. How long I've been on here? 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. I'm finna
That's
get my
all
ass.
right. I'm sorry I missed you.
Yeah, you gotta go back and check it out so you can catch up on that shit though. But I gave some good information, man. A lot of people don't even realize that the people in Israel, the state of Israel, a lot of them people they connected to a lot of this shit. This shit gets deep. That little word I got in there, that Mossad, MASSAD, man, the shit run deep.
Went all the way down to politics, huh? And war. All right, well. I'm gonna do
I'll be trying to look. I be wanting to do these kind of lives like I did tonight, though. But I'm like, damn, ain't nobody gonna sit up and listen to all that shit. But shit, they rocked with me a little bit, man. I appreciate everybody for real, because I know I watch videos when people read shit.
I'm gonna go and listen to it. It wasn't the link that I sent you, right?
I don't think so, because this is some shit I had ran across just looking on my laptop. I don't think them it. I do the one you sent me next time.
I sent you a good link of some information in your IG.
I remember. Yeah, you always do shit.
No, that was just last night.
Let me see. I ain't see
Last
that
night,
one.
early morning.
Oh, okay, I see it now. I ain't see that one with old boy. I forgot his name. The investigative dude, the white boy, Tupac Sunday Live. Yeah, I'm finna check that one out now. Shit, I got something to do before I go to sleep. But I'm out, man. For that, I run country affair deep. Yeah, when I'm out, sweet
All
baby, I'm
right,
out there.
appreciate this. Salute to everybody. Thanks for coming through. Good night,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah. All right, Anthony, and everybody else. I'm out.